Hello and welcome to the Velkyn Weave, where we're prepared to die and TPK at the top of a tower, all at the hands the bad boy of Dungeons and Dragons himself, Grant Ellis. We're a bunch of nerdy artists, analysts, engineers, writers, nurses. I'm just kidding. No one's dying. No one's dying.
Yet.
Y'all are too strong. Have you seen Renian take no damage like 9 times? It ain't happening.
Renian's not me. He can't take no damage on my behalf.
I am but one person.
One invincible
I'm thinking it's
person.
King of the Mountain. Yeah, so glad you're joining us tonight. If this is your first time watching the Games Tavern, welcome. Don't forget to follow the Games Tavern on Twitch. It's free and it supports the show and all the cast and crew. And remember, you can watch us live on Twitch and all shows are uploaded to YouTube typically 48 hours later, so you can catch up on all the shows you may have missed. We'll get rolling shortly, but first, some announcements.
That's right. Remember, if you have Amazon Prime, you also get a free Prime gaming subscription, which you can use to show your support to the show, cast, and crew. Prime gaming subscribers get access to sub-only emotes and to a special subscriber-only channel on the Games Tavern Discord.
And for a goals update, your subs show your support and that you want the Games Tavern to upgrade the productions and make better shows for you. So don't forget to cheer on your favorite character when they do something awesome, like fall 400 feet to their doom and then get right back up. Your bits and cheers mean you love what the character's doing, and we love you, friends, for that support. Grant?
Well, let's get on with the show. When last we left our intrepid heroes, they have found their way deep within the Blackfen Swamp, where they agreed to assist the Star Singer elves of Starsong Hill in leading the charge against the Red Hand forces that had taken over the sunken city of Rest. However, as they approached the swamp, they were intercepted mid-flight by the dread black dragon Regriax. And after a scuffle and a conflict, they found themselves atop of the tall tower of Rest, where they are surrounded by the Red Hand Horde itself, led by the Worm Lord Sarvith, a clever and crafty goblin with more than one ace up his sleeve. As always, we're going to begin this session with a monologue, and the prompt for tonight is, you know what the weakest link in the battle is, in this battle is? Well, let me tell you. And we'll go Quentin, Bope, Renian, Delirious, then Eldon. And this is an opportunity to get inspiration, which they will most definitely need this evening.
Now, let me tell you what the weakest link in battle is. It's a person's moral compass. Sometimes you just have to ignore it and do the wrong thing for the right reason, because you know that the rest of your party isn't going to do it. And I'm that wrong reason for them. I'm here for you.
It's internal monologue. We can't hear it. I know, Renian. I know.
Well, you know, the weakest thing in this battle is time. They're closing in on us. I thought we have time for a short rest at the very least. But, oh no, these years, they go by so quickly, and this is the end.
That's like out of the film Predator. You're just like, I see him out there moving in those trees. So you're up at the top of the tower, back to back.
Come on, do it. Kill me.
Get to the carpet.
Obviously, the weakest point of this battle right now is information, or the lack thereof. We are outnumbered, outgunned, with an unknown enemy who has unknown abilities. I like our odds.
I think the weakest link in this battle here is actually me. If I'd just been sneakier on the carpet, you know, maybe the dragon wouldn't have seen us. You know, if I were a better cleric somehow, I'd know how to get us out of this, because that's what I do. You know, I defend, I heal, I solve problems, but I don't see a solution to this problem.
Bias would not want you to be so down on yourself. Don't doubt yourself. We believe in you. you can summon them like Final Fantasy summons. Like they come flying in for one savage attack. Then
Dive back into the water.
yes.
I think as the only character with 2 4th level spell slots remaining, you're objectively speaking not the weakest character in the group.
Well, we gotta. This looks bad, fellas. This looks real bad, but we gotta stay positive. The weakest link in this battle is well, there's just 2 flying hobgoblins out there by themselves. Ask me, that's a weak link in the chain right now. Break 1 or 2 of them, and we're no longer surrounded on all sides.
There were 3.
2 hobgoblins.
One of them was
dragon.
on a dragon.
That's not a hobgoblin.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry.
That's my monologue. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Sorry. I'm your
Dialogue.
conscience.
Mono.
Goodness gracious. That's funny to me.
It's all right.
We haven't spoken in a while.
Well, we can do this. We're not out of the woods yet. I think we got this. Come on, team. Right. Oh no. Oh no. Grant can't hear us for a second. Hang on, folks.
No worries. I got my audio back.
Okay. All right. It's back.
So, I missed the end of that interrupted monologue, but I'm sure it was great and you get inspiration.
Thank you. I'm sure. I think I was wonderful. It's
Clip
great.
it, chat. I want you to clip it on Twitch, and I want you to promote it. I want you to tweet it out. I want you to retweet all the tweets that have been promoting the show tonight. I want you to fill the house. I want us to get to 50 viewers. You get to 50 viewers, maybe we make something special happen. Maybe I reach deep into my own personal library and give away a copy of one of my many TPK handbooks. I worked on the book, so I got a bunch of them hanging around. But it's a great supplement. Get to 50 viewers in chat. Maybe I give it away. And that's good for any of the Game Tavern shows this week. Fill the house. Let's make it happen. So let's roll with some Dungeons and Dragons. Hey, I work for a publisher for a reason. I got to hit them up and be like, give me stuff because they're good.
This is
They're
how you
watching
Dungeon
our
the
show.
Dragons, right? It's, yeah.
Yeah.
All the
So,
dungeons.
all right. So we're currently outside of initiative. Currently, the group is on a flying carpet, underpass without a trace, and you are just out of range of casters and goblins flying dragons. And they can't see you. You can't see them. It is no longer raining, so no one benefits from the obfuscation of the heavy rainfall. The lizard folk have caused the weather to calm. What do you do atop the tower?
Can I peek over the edge of the tower and see? Does it seem like we would be spotted easily if we were to take the carpet?
And bolt.
And
There
bolt?
are a group of hobgoblins trying to make their way up the steps, and they have their shields kind of above their heads, and they have spears in hand, and they're looking to get up as a unit to see what's atop. This group looks more sophisticated than the ones you dispatched.
Mm-hmm.
Smarter. Damn.
And what time of day is it? Like daylight, night?
It is, I'd say, roughly, 2 p.m. You have sun's pretty high in the sky at this point.
Okay.
It's always sunny in the Blackfin Swamp.
That's it.
Sure. When you're
So-
high up in the sky, I suppose.
So it doesn't sound like Pass Without a Trace is going to make much of a difference.
It gives you a bonus to your stealth check.
A large bonus.
If I call for a stealth roll. There's that whole fictional positioning thing where they might see you. There's a lot going on, and not everyone has every position. Like, for example, some of the hobgoblins can't see you depending on where you stand in the bell tower because of the stone shape spell. Like, they can't see past the giant block.
Okay. Can we help them not see us? Bope, you're the one with all the arcane heathen spells and shit. Like, do you have a large distraction in your bag of tricks?
Heathen. You from Lester?
No, you know that big colorful acorn pattern I just threw up? I can do that again, but it's a small area. It's 30 feet. Can also make one of us invisible.
I can make one of us invisible as well. Maybe we
I
can get
don't
everyone else.
know that that's strictly applicable. I'm thinking we book it as best we can in the direction of their blind spot.
That would be towards Town Hall. I will say this. You do notice while you're discussing what to do next, a mysterious and mystical fog seems to be filling various points in the air. You can no longer see the flying hobgoblins. They are under the effects of a fog cloud.
Oh dear.
Well,
Well, that means they can't see us. We should.
They can't see you either unless they exit the fog cloud.
that ruins my plan. I can't take them out now.
Oh,
Well, we
Okay.
should flee now then.
yes.
Are you
Like,
saying something, Rinian?
I was just saying we just need to go. Talk is cheap. Let us just do.
I'm going to send Sprout. Go invisible and go find that hatchery for us. Stick to the shadows. Stick to the walls.
Okay.
Check the town hall.
Sprout?
Yeah.
He knows it would be in the town hall most
Yeah.
likely. So he had been in there when he saw Sarvith. At this point, it's going to take Sprout a while to get to town hall.
We could probably beat them there at this point.
Let's just start
Yeah.
flying that direction.
Yes.
Yeah.
And like if we think it's there, we'll fireball it on the way by.
we want to just do a 90-degree drop so that we're not flying through the
Ooh.
middle of the air.
On a magic carpet, right?
Well, no,
This is the best roller coaster.
Yeah, it's like it's,
Don't
it's-
close
Yeah,
your
close your
eyes.
we get on it. We get on it while it's in the tower, right? And then it's just crank. Do you,
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
it's like a roller
Spew
coaster.
your guts, it gets better. It just lands on the hobgoblin. All right, so I would like Doliris to make a stealth check. It's not at disadvantage or anything, and you get the bonus because you are essentially Nimble's pilot.
All right, viewers, please watch this
Inspiration.
die. If this die displeases me, I want you to punish it. Like,
inspiration.
You have a hammer?
no, I don't. Oh, yes, I do. But
Inspiration. Inspiration.
I have double inspiration.
It means you can make it auto succeed.
Is this the moment?
It's probably the most.
Okay, you know what? Yeah, inspiration. I'm feeling like I really can't fail this, and I have to protect these people, unworthy though some of them may be. Cough, Quentin, cough. What?
Woohoo! You should save me.
Eric says what?
So you're gonna auto succeed.
Yes.
All right, so you are going to pass undetected. It's the equivalent of rolling like a 30. Vecna himself might have trouble locating you with his eyes.
No, hubris comes before the fall.
Yes, so you are moving undetected.
Speaking of.
However, speaking of falls, there may be items within the party that does give them a method of locating you, but not necessarily see you, just knowing your general vicinity. But you take off like a rocket, and you are flying max speed, currently undetected. You're taking advantage of the remaining clouds as well as the terrain of the sunken city. So the hobgoblins going up the tower won't be able to find you, nor will their spellcasters because they're focusing on the tower. We cut over to them as they're preparing their arcane enchantments, doing things such as silent spells on the top of
Ooh,
the tower.
yes.
And
Use up
preparing
your
and
spell
moving-
slots.
Yes, they're getting ready to move in, and they're going to want to take out whoever's on top. Because surely they wouldn't have a flying carpet to aid their escape.
Did they not see how we got up here? Did the
It was
dragon
raining.
not tell them?
If they saw how you got up there, you wouldn't have got the drop on all of them. The ones that saw you are dead. And the dragon has only spoken to one individual. And that individual may know. The current dragon rider.
Too.
So you notice over time, Sprout reports back, "Yo, boss,
What's up?
I think I found the hatchery."
You've earned your pay today. Where's it at?
"It's here in the town hall. You go to the look." Sprout's gone. As in Sprout's dead.
Oh my god.
They got him.
Yes.
They ganked him.
Yes.
What do you
And
tell
it's
you?
one of the it's one of those things. Sprout was invisible. You would know Sprout was invisible at the time he sent that back to you, and he died while invisible.
Yes, and under the blessing of Timora with the extra stealth. So
Yes. There are ways for him to be located down there. With that, essentially, you know that on the lower level of the town hall, there is a hatchery.
Well, we need to take this out if we want those elves to give us any aid, right?
indeed.
Do
We
this-
can get down there. We can do it, but can we get out?
do the spawn breathe underwater?
The dragon did.
You would remember Quentin knew that they were amphibious.
Yeah.
Black dragons.
And, you know, they're all half devil and shit.
Well, yeah,
too,
because
so-
of that, I was wondering maybe they wouldn't be.
Well, I thought maybe because they're half devil that, you know, they don't really give a shit about breathing.
Oh,
Sorry, I'm
That
just been
makes
in a
sense,
foul
too.
mood since we got in the city.
That's their gothic nature.
I'm going to pull out one of the non-detection scrolls and cast it on myself.
Oh,
You are no longer detectable.
For 8 hours.
wow.
All worried about getting in and getting out, or you need a distraction?
So
Me and
let's
Randy
go
can
ahead.
break shit.
So let's look on our map, and we're actually going to pull up map. You can either land on the roof or you can land on the lower planks on the outside. Do you want to land on top of the tower? You do see that there is a group of ogres up there. There's 4 ogres and an Etten. They're looking up at the tower, though. They don't see you. Or do you want to land on the lower level?
We try to approach from an angle that we may not be seen from.
Lower level seems appropriate.
yeah.
Maybe we could have big boy Rasputin watch the stairs, just in case any more ogres come down and be like, no, I got it, fellas. Something, right? Big fella?
Yeah, sure. We'll let the yogurt do the bluffing. I'm comfortable with this plan.
He seems quite.
Rasputin, as you're going in, he goes, "Don't worry, I gotcha." And he kind of swings like a swing set in the hammock below your carpet, launches himself onto the roof. He goes, "Come on, boys, charge!" and points to the tower, and they all cheer out, and they're all like running down to charge the tower.
Oh,
I take back my sarcastic statement.
If we ever see him again, we should start paying him.
Join me. And it's one of those things. He's like straight up Henry V, where he's talking about, you know, when they tell the stories years from now, they're gonna say, you were there, and you were there, and I was there, and I was probably the hero. And they're all like, I. And then they sleep in heads like, no. And then like they're charging the tower. So the top is currently cleared as they're charging. However, I am going to have to roll dice for him because I don't know how long that's going to last.
Is there a hole in the roof, or is it just a solid?
Oh, there is absolutely a hole in the roof.
Fantastic.
He succeeded in deceiving them.
Bless you, you beautiful ogre.
Yeah, he
Beautiful
got us-
bastard.
I think to myself
So,
very quietly.
so in the rooftops, if you notice more on the western side, there is a hole, and the hole goes down, into the town hall.
Okay. I hate to suggest this, but I do think out of character it'd be suitably dramatic. I hate to suggest this, but maybe some of y'all should go inside and break shit, and some of us should stay outside and watch out and stall anybody coming.
I'd say I could make you invisible, but That didn't seem to help little Sprout.
No, but I'm a little bit more non-detectable right now. I will cast invisibility on myself then.
Well, here's the question. Can I take out a large number of eggs with a single... Whoop?
That I think you can.
Well, then perhaps I should go too.
I think you should.
While we're doing all this, we need to be thinking of the exit strategy. Perhaps
What-
the portable hole and dimension door need to be used this time around.
Yeah, now that Rasputin's not getting him, I assume he's getting himself out of the situation at this point since he's split up with us.
Sounds like he's
Uh,
exactly where he wants to be.
Yeah, he seems pretty
Cameron.
resourceful.
Camera, this is like, what was the movie, 1917? It just comes over in one long shot and follows all these ogres. As Rasputin's in the front, he's like, you know what? I've never felt more alive. They're going to be really disappointed when I lead them all the way up the tower, and there's no one to top the tower. Sorry, boys. We were too late. Aw.
No. But then we
Wah,
fast forward to
wah.
after everything's settled down. He's still there with them. He convinces them all to join him and form a new mercenary group. 5
The
years
Nimbus.
down the line, 5 years
Nimbus
down
two.
the
What do you
line,
name it?
they run
The
into
Nimbus.
us.
Electric Boogaloo.
That would be great. Years from now, you find an all ogre adventuring party.
With one Etten.
Yeah, with one head. That'd be great.
It's very disagreeable.
Instead of
Contrary.
Sprout, they have Spud as their little
Aw.
potato that they bring as their familiar. It's like a
And
mini
he's not
potato head.
actually.
It's literally a
just
potato,
molded
just with
potato.
like
Yeah.
some eyes
Yeah.
drawn on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So curious. If you could, are you going in through the top or were you going down to the lower level? You said lower. Essentially, Rasputin went on top.
Oh,
You
we
could
landed
go
on the
up.
roof. I think we landed on the roof.
Okay.
I don't know. I think we need to stick together. I think that is. Well, the warning would be nice.
You'll need a warning. There's definitely noise that can be made up here.
Well, we could keep, Sprout up here to keep what? Oh,
Oh, Bo,
Eldon,
come
do you
on.
have sending?
I don't. And I was not thinking about sending. I was thinking if trouble starts up here, there's going to be a hell of a lot of noise.
As much as I would prefer not to make use of abominations, would of Bope's new friends.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. That's a good job for them.
Okay, boys.
We wouldn't
Your
get any
time.
warning from them either. They'd just be up here.
You're leaving them on the roof or are you sending them down?
Well, I think we're going in, so maybe we should leave them on the roof to, with instructions to.
They can come in and set traps off. If they stay on the roof, they're just going to draw attention to the
Yeah.
fact that we're in here.
Yeah, I would.
Or they look like guards.
They're very recently dead, so they haven't started rotting or anything.
Still fresh.
You're right. They can bluff their way through it.
I mean, they make it look like they're still
Somebody
people here.
Honest face. Name one Sweet Cheeks. Sweet Cheeks. He could never lie.
True.
On his face.
All right. Well, then. we
Okay,
all go
you're
in.
right. I'll keep them with me.
All
They'll
right.
protect
We
me.
all go in then. Okay. Then let's.
So are you going in lower level? So there's doors on the lower level, or you could go in through the hole on the roof.
I think since we have carpet, we just
Yeah, I think we fly in the top.
Elevator it
take the elevator down. Yeah.
Mhm.
Alrighty. You're
slowly,
going to
carefully.
that room. So as you come in and you're stealth, you're passed without a trace.
Goggles on.
I need you to make a perception check.
Who is you?
Any of you can. You could all roll. This wouldn't be passive.
I'm at a +5.
I'm at 11. Nothing special.
13.
Oh, well, if multiple of us can roll, then.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nat 20. I got 25.
Woohoo!
All right.
Gosh.
So
So leave it to the cleric.
your guess is that one point, this room was used to be a library before it fell under hard times. There are frescoes painted directly on the wall depicting knights of the valley and individuals wearing beautiful suits of armor that are highly decorated. Many of their weapons glow in the portraiture. And you also notice in the water of this level, there is both a goblin and a dragon. And I need you to roll a second stealth check to see if you avoid them. You succeeded getting over here, evading everyone. At this point, they may not see you.
Oh my goodness. How did they get here? They were here all along.
Similar to you, only they came from underneath. Right, let me roll.
That's 20.
Hey.
I got a 22, and I'm invisible and non-detectable.
Right, you got a 22 and you're invisible and non-detectable. I was mostly worried about the flying carpet, but you're non-detectable and they don't know you're here. And we'll go with a 22 just because I think that's fair.
I can argue with that.
There we go. There's the scale. It makes sense if Quentin's there. Dun, dun, dun. 26. Essentially, the eyes meet as you see them and they're trying to lay low. They have passed without a trace up too. And just, you see each other. And I need you to roll for initiative.
Yeah.
I completely forgot about Pass Without Trace. Does that add into the roll?
Yes, it adds plus 10.
Oh, 32 then.
They don't see you. But you see them.
All right, then.
I rolled a 13 plus 9 plus 10. And
So, okay. Describe what you want to do. So you're going in, it's close. There is a mound of treasure in there. Like there's a hoard that Gregory X has.
Oh my goodness.
Of course he does.
Well, is it possible to, like, coup
They
de
are
grace,
on
jump
alert,
down
though.
on the dragon?
No, not at all.
So is it like we've lowered down and like we see them, but they're like looking the other way right now, basically?
At the moment,
This is like a
they seem to
fraction-
be somewhat distracted, and it's one of those things. You go down and you move just out of way. Like you see them, and then you go into the room. You can tell. You don't know how long they're going to stay there.
Wait, so do we go to a level below them? Or
No,
is
you're-
it
They're in the water in that room. There's this big old puddle. There's this big old like
Oh.
marsh thing. That's where the dragon likes to bathe and chill out. And they're underwater, and they're maybe 10 feet deep. They seem to be having a conversation.
Pick me.
Underwater.
Pick me. Pick me. I have a thing. Can I strike them with lightning from the sky?
There's a
No,
hole in the
because
roof.
weather is now clear. You need
I
the
can
clouds,
still
right?
I can still form a storm. If there's already a storm, it's stronger.
There's not already a storm though.
Right. No, it's fine, but I can
Yeah.
the spell
can
doesn't
do- he can
require
do
a
it,
storm
yeah.
to be there. I can
Okay.
it's
So-
just if there is a storm
Call
already, it's a better.
lightning.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
may I make a suggestion?
sure.
Can I cast Bane first?
Sure. I
If
think
you're
That'll-
doing things, here's how we're doing this. So we are now going to go into combat. I want initiatives,
Yeah.
and you are going to get one
Surprise round?
action off from surprise. It's either going to be the lightning bolt or the bane. Because
Find
I
out
can
what-
make everyone roll stealth, and they'll know who's in here. The loudness they'll sense something's different. But I think that's fair.
yeah.
Yeah.
Bull. Okay. 5 on my initiative roll.
You have the surprise though. It's going to be
All right.
That
It all
might-
kind of depends on what Michelle rolls.
Yeah, I think this will be the decider.
Yes. What did you get?
I got a 7.
y'all low rollers.
Bane
So,
it
let's
is.
go around. Quentin, what do you got?
My D20 saved me.
15 initiative.
15. Bope.
12.
Rinian?
18.
Rinian
Nice.
on top. All right.
Fastest paladin in the West.
Eldon
Yeah.
has a 5.
Except when I'm not.
Delirus has a 7. And now let's check Siegfried and Roy. All right.
That's great. Thank you for that.
All right.
Are we on one of the combat maps?
Is this the same dragon
you
we
are
saw
you are
earlier?
essentially in combat map 1, and you are in that top room. I can have them. This is
3A?
literally the same dragon from earlier. So if you look on slide number 5, combat map 1.
Okay.
Oh.
Gotcha. Yeah.
It's the dragon and who in the water?
The goblin. Sarvis.
the goblin.
The dragon lord.
The one
whatever
that
he's
was
called.
riding the dragon.
Yes.
Got it.
Yes.
They use their water
Oh.
breathing spells, pass without a trace, and going underwater frequently, mostly to avoid the hobgoblins. So
Trixie.
yes,
Trixie.
and I assume your group essentially is there on the southernmost side near the door. They are in the water. So let me do a quick little.
Well, I didn't think the hole was that far. I thought the hole was directly above it, but that's my perception. No worries.
Well, it's they're turned different ways. They're different orientations of the map.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So apologies for that. I'm actually
No worries. That's fine. I thought we were like just
You went down the hole,
yeah.
and then you're above the water.
Okay. Gotcha.
All right, let me add the dragon to the map. So the dragon has a 17 for initiative. The goblin has a 25.
It's a very large dragon.
Dragon is the map. Let it go.
Oh, well, we had a good run, guys. Time to call it.
Oh, he got bigger.
And I'm actually just going to use this hobgoblin for him. He's in there. And they're actually in the water. What? Hold on. Let me send this back. Order.
Oh, yeah.
Haha. Okay. And then, so let me double check my initiative. So the dragon has a 17. Sarvith has a 25.
Oof.
Yeah.
Can I use, I guess they all look the same. For my minions, I have 2 hobgoblins.
Are they on the roof still? Did you ever leave them there?
No, our good rogue convinced me that that was useless, so I decided to bring them. with
Okay.
me.
You've got them. You can use those if you would like.
Okay. Okay. This is it for all the peanuts.
No pressure.
So, are we giving the surprise to the lightning?
I think Delirus won initiative, so she can
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
take
gonna
the bane
bane.
if she wants.
All right.
Yeah. Sorry, give me 1 second. I was
Well, that's-
looking up sneaky things to do. All right. Sneaky things? Sneaky things are always required.
No, I mean, that she doesn't have to go first in the one surprise action. It can be anyone. It's whichever one we think is most appropriate.
I mean, bane's still good for a lot of things.
Yeah, if it hits,
I'm-
it's great.
I'm fine with it. You know.
All right. So let's go ahead. If you're casting, are you casting Bane? I can have them do their.
Yes, I'm casting Bane.
Oakley dokley.
Capricious Tamora, withdraw your grace from these 2 creatures.
I certainly.
DC 16, please.
Yeah, I certainly
Charisma.
feel bad for this goblin with his amazing saving throws of charisma. He gets a -1.
Oh, wow. That is painful.
That is not his. That is not his.
That is bailiwick.
Yeah.
Where does Delirious shed her blood?
He
from?
fails. He's baned.
Yay!
And then
bane.
the old dragon. The dragon does much better. Let's.
Damn it! Well, I can still work with this.
Yeah, the dragon does fine.
Okay. Well.
This is important. You did good.
It's good. You get it. All right. So top of initiative is going to be Sarvith. And Sarvith is going to use his action. He notices there are people in the room. And he pops up out of the water. You see he like shoots up almost like an anime character. And he fires his arrows twice. And he shoots directly at Eldon.
No!
Goblins and halflings, long held enmity.
Yeah.
Yes. And so he's going to make his attack rolls now. He is...
First one at disadvantage. Yeah. No.
At disadvantage, he rolls a dirty 20.
Well,
And-
hell, he's still got it.
Is that with his bane?
No, you're correct. Let's do that. So, thank you for reminding me, and we will subtract a 1d4.
Yes.
He loses 3 points. He's at a 17.
He misses.
Woo!
Yeah.
Nice. Good on it. I just want everyone in chat to know sometimes when you got to break it down and go a little slower, that's part of the fun of the game. This is like the wombo combos coming out with cards. Just like, nope, my trap card, or whatever the
Synergy.
reference is.
My counter trap card.
Yes.
Reverse.
But, yeah, so we got a 28 to hit you with the second shot.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. Yeah, that's,
All right. Oh, you know what? What's your armor class?
19.
He hits you with it with the 17 because he actually gets to add +2.
Of course. He's not rolling with any mundane bow or arrows or whatever.
Yes, he's supposed to have. He's supposed to get +2 if attacking range. That is not factored into his
Oh.
lower stat block. Apologies that I forgot. That's the counter trap
The
card.
good DM giveth, and the good DM taketh away.
I
But
know.
mostly he taketh away.
I was looking at one of his abilities. Do you have all of your hit points as well?
No, I'm down 4.
So that means his Colossus Slayer is also going to kick in.
Yeah, it does.
Jeez.
That's great.
He's a ranger?
He's our shortest character. Is he
He
really
has a lot of
Colossus?
ranger abilities. The goblin is shorter. So he hits
Well,
you
you're
for
shorter than
11
me.
points of damage.
It's the kyphosis.
11 points. Okay.
Yeah, so he hits you for 11 points of damage. And then you notice he goes back down into the water and sort of disappears under the surface. And with that, we move to Quentin's turn. So he is using his range effectively.
Nice. So he's not on the board right now.
Ouch.
No.
And the dragon, Regriax, is in the water.
Yeah, 10 feet underwater, and you know there's these things when people are underwater and they're getting shot at. The guy give them bonuses.
Yeah, it doesn't work well.
Yeah. Okay.
Unless,
Create water and flood the room. No, sorry.
well, control water lets you part the sea too.
That would work.
All right. So I'm still invisible and non-detectable. I'm going to go into the corner, kind of behind where the goblin was, and if he makes his appearance, I will attack. Otherwise, I'm just going to stay invisible for right now.
All right. And I'll let and essentially with your ready to action, more or less, even if he pops out on another side, you could attack him with a ranged attack if he comes up out of the water. Like it's fair.
Okay.
All right, so let's move through initiative. It is the dragon's turn.
Oh, boy.
I think it's my turn.
Oh.
You have an 18, don't you? You get to go. Yes. Apologies. That reminds me, Quentin actually is supposed to go after the dragon. I
Oh,
got mixed up on my
sorry.
board. I was looking at an older session. I track all of your initiative rolls.
I mean, really tempted to just go.
I know what he means by that, and it's just cannonball. Paladin cannonball.
While he's thinking, did the goblin fly out on his own and then fly back down on his own?
As far as you can tell,
Just
Okay.
it looked like something otherworldly and outlandish.
it
Like
was outlandish.
Your guess is there are any number of magics at work here, but he
Okay.
could just be really athletic. Couple levels in monk.
Oh yeah, true. That crazy monk shit, right?
Crazy monk shit. Dope monk shit.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Yeah, let's go. Brynn will dive into where the goblin went down.
Okay, you're diving into where the goblin went down. That's going to put you next to the dragon in the water. So you're essentially, for all intents and purposes, engaged with him in the water.
Sure. Do I see the goblin?
Yes, you can see that he's about 25 feet away under the water. It kind of expands out, and he's kind of backed into a corner, and
Okay.
he's kind of looking out. It's
That's
murky.
fine.
He sees you.
And from then, Misty Step over to the goblin.
No problem. You do that.
Do you misty step while you're in midair? Like, do you go for the dive and then like you just? You're gone?
I'm down there. I'm like, as I'm like diving into the water, I see the dragon, and then my eyes lock on the goblin, and then I just blink.
One of my hobgoblins holds up a sign that says 7.5.
7.5.
It's
Still
great.
quite a bit of a splash.
The question is, where did he get that?
Crudely drawn. Just
It's blood.
yeah.
Rasputin made them for us. He hangs little harnesses on their necks for them to reach them and pull them out of.
First attack? Yes.
Yes. His AC is 18, so you can.
Yeah. 24, so that'll hit at least.
Yes.
As I kind of thrust in, I guess, because slashing in water is kind of annoying. I suppose. For 9 mundane or magical weapon damage and 2 frost damage.
Right.
Second attack. Ooh, another 24. Nice. Good 16s. Only 7 magical slashing damage and 3 more frost.
Alrighty.
Get him, Ring.
Anything
Penned
else?
him in.
Paladin.
Right now, no.
Okay. And so we're going to move to the dragon. The dragon is no longer engaged with Rinian, and it just kind of looks over at Sarvith. It's like, yeah, he doesn't really call the shots around here anyways. He'll be fine, right? And pops his head out of the water and is going to do his breath weapon. So this is going to come off as a line. Let me zoom in just so I can see.
Oh, I didn't. Hold on, let me place myself. I forgot to. There, I'm probably there.
All right. So his head's going to come out and it's going to hit everyone except this icon all the way on the left. Is that Bope?
There's a hobgoblin on the left that's one of my minions, and there's Bope on the left.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Bope is safe. The hobgoblin is not.
In the middle.
Because it's a line. Line can hit the 2 squares. So So I need everyone to make a dexterity saving throw.
It's
You as well?
in the corner.
No,
Rinian's
technically
in the water.
Quentin wouldn't have been able to move if we were following the rules. Here's what we're gonna do though. Since Quentin is invisible and non-detected, and I want Quentin to roll a d20. Odds, you got off the carpet as it was landing doing Quentin stuff.
I got a 3.
Evens. Okay, so you're off. You got odds. So we're gonna say when it was landing, and that's my fault for going out of an order. But I think it's only fair to do that. Technically, it's not fair, but it feels right in this circumstance.
Thank you.
All right. So, DC 18 dexterity saving throw.
So, does a natural 20 auto pass?
No,
Because the zombie has a -2 to his dex.
but meets beats though.
Oh,
No,
nice.
that's it. DC 18.
Yes.
So it doesn't auto pass, but it's still like woo woo.
I'm gonna use
So-
my inspiration because this acid breath is fucking terrifying.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, it is. And I already used up my inspiration.
It didn't help. I got 16.
All right, everyone. So if you make your save, take half of 55. If you didn't make it, take half. I think that
Cleric
got it.
down.
Druid
So-
down.
The zombie has bonus hit points because he's mine. So he actually has 30 hit points. So half of 55 is less than
Just once, I'd like to make a save.
26.
yeah,
You survived.
20,
4 hit points.
23.
Yeah,
26. No, and
He's up.
he'll die. Whatever. It's a next. We'll just put it that way.
No, he's going to live.
Yes.
He's going the distance. This zombie lives. You've already had to put down your other hirelings.
Yeah, that's right. This
I
one.
want these to make it through the campaign. You got to take care of your pets, Mope. So that's what the dragon does, and then the dragon goes. So it stuck its head out. Let me double check here, and it's going back down, and there's going to be an opportunity attack against it.
Who's alive to take it?
I'm not swinging at it.
And then it's essentially using its move to go up behind Rinian.
Hmm.
And with that, we'll move down initiative. Quentin's essentially readied his action. He declared what he was going to do. So, Bope, you're on deck.
Did his readied action get to go off?
Now the goblin.
Well, he wanted to do it at the goblin.
Oh, right. Okay.
I'll let you shoot the dragon if you wanted to.
Yeah, I just saw what he did. I'm going to need to maybe do a corpse run here, so staying invisible.
So, I'm sorry to clarify. You said that
No,
the
totally okay.
the goblin is underwater 25 feet. Was that?
More or
Away
less,
from the
yes.
surface.
Well, he's 10 feet down, and then he's back in a corner. Hard to see because Rinian is beating the bejesus out of him.
Okay. Well, he. I mean, I only need to be able
You
to
would
see
have to
him.
get in there to see him. You currently can't see him. You'd have to, if you move
Okay.
around to the other side, you can see him.
Okay, I would like
Your head
to.
underneath.
Um,
Hydra comes up. Hard combat.
I would like to move around until I could see him. Did you
All
say
right.
that was possible?
I think so. So 5, 10, 15. Yeah, you just got to move around to the other. You would be on. Yep, you would be there, and then you can see him down in there.
All right, I would
Squirming
like.
as he's against the wall, being like, "No!"
I would like to cast Hold Person on him. And
Ooh, that's a great one.
since he's baned, maybe there's a chance.
There's a very good chance.
What's the save?
It's a Wisdom save.
He's not good at wisdom saves if he's a ranger.
DC 16.
Okay, DC 16 Wisdom save.
With the bane.
Minus 1d4.
All right.
Delirious Pain's not up anymore.
What? Oh fuck!
Oh no! Rules of fair play. You will be rewarded for that in the future. When you roll your new characters. I'm kidding. You're not rolling new ones.
Are you though? Are you kidding?
No.
It was fun while it lasted, guys.
Delirious, you're down, so you're making a death saving throw, aren't you?
Yeah.
So am I.
But Bope is going to do his move. So hold person. DC 16 failed. I got a 15.
Yes.
Nice. I just looked to Delirious' corpse. That's how you drown someone.
He's currently held.
Bo,
He's not going to
Wait,
drown anything.
I don't think you need to be healed in the
Where'd
future.
you go?
It's all right, Delirious. You didn't hear him. You were unconscious.
Yeah.
Right. No, Bope is very concerned. And then, as I guess a free action, I can direct my minions to
Crying is a free action.
what?
I said crying is a free action.
Yes.
I'm
you're gonna get
crying
through
while dying.
this. You're going to get through this.
IRL.
I just I point to the sure. I'll point to the dragon and say, "Sick 'em, boys!" And they both go jumping off the side.
Can they swim fast?
Who knows?
to
Who
the
cares?
dragon.
Only 10 feet. You don't
It's
have
just
to really-
zombies.
It's
Just-
you don't really even have to swim to get 10 feet. It's literally jump in and you're 10 feet.
Scales.
So I don't know if they're jumping on top of him or how this looks. Well, he's underwater. Right?
They're going down, and they're going to have to swim with their swim speeds
Okay.
in their armor as undead. This is terrifying. Like the dragon's just going, and they're like bony claws as they try to eat him brains, dragon brains. We will
So-
become the gods.
I imagine they have to use their actions to dash then.
I would love you to steal the staff of life and like raise one of them and be like, I saved you. You don't want to end up like your brother over there, the zombie. Sorry, I'm thinking of all of them. Yeah, they're essentially using their actions to get over there. Go ahead and
They're at
roll
least-
their attacks.
They're at least engaged, though, right?
Yeah, they're engaged.
Okay.
It's a mess over there.
Yeah.
Delirious, go ahead and make a death save.
12. What is that?
That's a pass.
Success.
Okay.
10 plus.
Yes.
10 or better.
Eldon's up.
Death save.
Oh!
I went down too.
Breath weapons are no joke, especially when your d20s roll a 1.
It's a 10. That's
Hey!
That's a pass! We go back to the top of initiative. So Sarveth is currently under the effects of hold person.
Woo!
Can
Let
a
me get
held
one.
person talk?
No,
Paralyzed.
he is paralyzed.
He is paralyzed. So let me see if he has any goblin tricks, and he rolls again at the end of his turn.
He does.
That'll do it. He's using his free action, and he wants to parlay with Rinian. Dragon's fine. Dragon's got like a lot of hit points and everything.
I thought you said at the end of his turn, so he wouldn't be able to.
Yeah, but y'all did a free action at the end of your turn. He's just you can tell though. I'm just letting you know his intent. After getting hit by Rinian, he's not too interested in fighting to see this out. He doesn't know everyone's like downed up there. He knows he has his dragon. The dragon's like parlay. Just know he's willing to parlay if you want to.
No, fuck them both. We're taking their heads,
Then it goes
delivering
to
them
Rinian's
to their.
So now he doesn't get to do anything, but it's turned over to Rinian now. So it's one of those things. You hear him down there. He's just like, "Hey, we can talk this out."
So he did break it the second roll.
Yes,
Yes.
he rolled a 22.
Okay. So no advantages.
Kill him, Rinian.
Auto crit, man, would have been freaking amazing.
That's fair.
Yeah. Yeah, what
But we avoided him getting to cast polymorph on you or some crazy crap.
So you have a dragon behind you, and you have Sarvith in front of you. And Sarvith's, just so you know, like, this is a little metagaming. He's got plenty of hit points. However, he is similar to the dragon earlier. If they start taking a shellacking, he's like, look, I could die in this fight. And I don't know if I'm quite ready for that.
I will. Yeah, Renya's gonna see the dragon as a bigger threat. Actually, evens odds.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
What?
Oh boy.
This is one of those too. Because I got to roll for these guys too. It's funny because the goblin at heart is a coward. The dragon believes it is a god.
So odds, goblin evens dragon.
For who you're going to
so this
attack?
wasn't even a question of parlaying. This was a question
No.
of who gets
No,
the
just
righteous
stay on
fury.
the same one.
dragon
Why would
scale
you
armor.
switch?
Because Renyan, he's role playing.
Keeping
Yeah.
them both entertained.
Are you not entertained?
They're both here. They're not attacking you.
They don't need to. They finished me off.
I don't
You're not
know.
finished off yet. It could get
I
worse.
don't. Renyan doesn't know that.
I know.
Getting better.
So I got a 2. So
Michael Better.
first attack will be on the dragon.
Okay.
How does thunder work underwater?
I believe it turns from
Is-
thunderstrike to cavitaceous strike.
Is it jacuzzi wave?
It's
Is that
it's a boom. As long as the spell
Sound?
says it can work underwater.
That sound still
Not
travels
like-
underwater.
Yeah, sound travels.
Some would
Yeah.
say better.
Percussion, perhaps.
You're
All
a
right.
school teacher. I trust you.
Chemistry, man.
I see you are a
Stay in your
man of
lane.
science.
So yeah, bonus action, thunderous smite on weapon, and then first attack at dragon.
What does that do?
Under damage.
Lots of damage.
That's 18.
2,
2. There's it.
22.
22 will hit.
So 10 magical damage.
Boom.
4 frost damage. And here comes the thunder.
Here comes the
Here
thing.
comes the thunder.
10 thunder damage.
Ooh.
DC 13 strength save.
Oh, you ain't gonna make that.
Nah, these dragons, they're weak, they're soft. Soft dragons. Nah, you made it.
Yeah, I was like, no, I used bonus action.
Second attack.
So
You have second
we're
attack.
not. There is a plethora of rules for underwater combat. We're just
Ooh.
kind of hand waving, I'm sure.
Good.
And that's okay for this. It's all anime.
We're anime.
Second attack. Sure. Ooh, only a 15 this time.
15 does not hit.
Climb.
Indeed.
All right. So I'm gonna make sure that I click on this just for clarify. So a character that doesn't have a swimming speed does make attacks at disadvantage under there, unless the weapon is a dagger, javelin, short sword, spear, or trident.
Hmm.
Okay, so
Ranged
okay.
weapon attacks miss targets at beyond their normal range.
Though they shouldn't even work, honestly.
I was like, wait, what?
Ranged weapon attacks automatically miss a target beyond the weapon's normal range.
The sh-
And
Y'all are in a small place.
I was like, that seems really good for ranged weapons underwater.
They automatically missing?
No, beyond their normal weapon range, right? What's their normal weapon range?
Depends on the range weapon.
Oh,
like-
it's pretty good. Yeah, some of them are like
a
like
gun-
Turbo's like
a-
80 feet, I
A
think.
gun can't shoot more than 5 feet underwater.
Yeah, and there's a reason you got to keep your bowstrings dry. Like I don't.
I don't see how a ranged weapon.
It's firing into the water as well, like firing into the water.
Again, bullets.
Yes,
Don't go 5 feet.
It's fantasy.
I'm saying we're not shooting bullets, but we might be throwing a spear. I've certainly thrown a spear into the water, not very far. In fact, I missed the fish too. But I looked so
'Cause-
cool in my
Because he had
loincloth standing up on
disadvantage.
the-
exactly.
All right, I had disadvantage.
It's what happened.
Throwing a spear, I have disadvantage. Old shoulder, then basketball injury. But shooting the hoop. All right, Dragon's turn. So-
boy.
Hasn't he done enough?
Well, first thing we got to.
No, you don't. You don't have to do that.
See if
You don't
Oh,
have to do
does
that.
the thing. Does it do
No.
the thing?
Wheel. It doesn't want to hit Sarvith, who has resistance to acid damage with that. So he's going to go ahead and make his attack. So he's attacking Rinian.
Probably gonna
Rinian,
hit.
what's your armor class?
19. Probably gonna hit.
26. And a
There's not a lot that we can do
13.
about 26.
yeah. So you take 30 points piercing damage and 8 points of acid damage.
Okay.
All right,
Oh, cool. Exactly half.
Quentin, it's your turn.
I am going to move along the edge here, about 10 feet, step over, in the same square as Eldon is, and bonus action my normal potion of healing into his mouth, and then kind of slip a little IOU into his pocket, IOU 1 healing potion. And then I will move out of his square and say, hey, did you hear that thunder? Sounds like the Nimbus is here. And then I will use my normal action, all while I'm still invisible, to use my last potion of healing to restore the cleric.
All right.
And then I will see that. Move over to the other corner.
Into the corner. And home before dark.
And I put an IOU on Dolores as well.
There is. All right. Boat.
Oh,
Time for the rope-a-boat. Your minions are engaged with the dragon, getting ready to gnaw its scales from its
do that
body.
first, shall we?
Yeah.
Um.
Armor class 18.
Okay, but disadvantage.
Depends what weapon they're using. If they're using their teethy teeths, no. If they're swinging swords, yes.
Oh. I was just looking at the zombie stat block. So there's no bite attack.
Yeah.
Really?
That's
That's really off-brand for zombies.
Right?
Canonical,
A
man.
Slam attack.
Well,
Just
they,
shoot them
uh,
with their limbs.
it doesn't matter because I rolled a natural 16 and 19, so they have a +6 because again I'm a necromancer. So that's a 22 to hit.
They hit.
Hurrah!
Roll them
and-
damage.
This is a Okay, that is good. Again, I deal a slight additional damage because I'm a necromancer, so that is 5 + 4, 9 damage. And
Brilliant.
let's see how the other one does. Bum, ba, da, bum. Oh, that is less good. That's a 16 to hit.
Doesn't hit.
Okay. And I cannot kill any more time. I have to choose. I mean, does it seem like no? The guy wanted to parlay.
I don't know that.
I'm looking at him. I guess I
You
can't.
can read lips.
Okay. I guess sound doesn't travel that far.
It does. We established this. Sound travels much better underwater. You all.
Oh, but I'm outside of the what? Does it break
I
the?
know.
Not. I don't think so.
I would love that for that to be a meme in this game. Sound travels much better underwater. Always. Duh. It's in the PhD.
Science.
It's a rata. Jeremy Crawford's tweets.
Jeremy Crawford said it once. It's fine.
The 8th season of Adventures League. Sorry. Just like... All right. What you got, Boop?
All right. You know what? Did the dragon get 2 attacks? Did he just go claw?
He got 3. He
Got 3
missed
attacks.
one.
Okay. Then we're gonna use our last 3rd level to cast slow on both of them. Just try to.
Woohoo.
Well
Yeah,
done.
I guess I don't roll for that. So
What's
that
the
is
save?
a DC 16 Wisdom.
They're not unwise.
Yeah.
Sarvith has slowed, which is going to help you a lot. And
Helps.
then Reg reacts. who gets a bonus to wisdom. Got a 17.
Oh,
Missed it
Dragon's
by
a problem.
that much.
So
Right.
-2 to his AC. He only gets 1 attack per turn. He has trouble with spells and stuff about dexterity saves, right?
He's slow underwater.
No reactions.
Delirious' turn. Delirious, you are awake.
How much health did I get from the potion?
None. I don't know.
2d4 plus 2. Or plus
What?
2d4 plus 2.
I didn't roll it. You can roll it.
Yep. 7. All right.
I rolled 9, I got 5.
Fine, whatever. Okay.
Exactly what problems does Sarvith have with spells?
I think he rolled a d20 and there's like a 50% chance that it doesn't happen this turn.
Okay.
But I will double check.
Yeah, just let me know because he has plans.
If he rolls an 11 or higher on a d20, the spell doesn't take effect until their next turn, and they must use their action on that turn to complete the spell. If they cannot, the spell is wasted.
Got it. All right. Delirious, I apologize for interrupting.
Can I see the dragon underwater?
From your position, you would have to use your move to go up and stick your head in the water, and you can only see him from the same side Bope is from, so it'd probably be half your move to stand up. You might not be able to get over there. I know.
we're only 10 feet down.
Spit out a mouthful of
down,
blood,
but
limp
you're
over to Bope.
You're deeper in. You're under the overhang. So just for y'all are. Whoops.
Not sure you can move that far.
Yeah, you might not be able to.
Oh, right, you said half.
Oh,
5,
yeah.
10, 15. Fine, right there. And I can't see the dragon.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're more
Can I-
like down.
Can I see the hobgoblin?
Underneath. You
If I
can
stick my
see
head in there.
the little goblin.
The
No,
caster.
he's-
Yeah, the goblin.
You would not be able to see him. You would probably be. I think the dragon's big enough. You could probably see the dragon. You could at least see its shadow.
Delirious wants some vengeance.
It's a big object, and then on the other side of it is Rinian, who
I think
has.
I think I just saw the lights in her room like flicker with that.
Yeah. Like, this is getting serious.
Timora, beloved trickster, turn this dragon into a chinchilla.
Ooh.
What?
Okay.
Something that will drown easily.
Okay.
Jesus.
So which spell are you casting?
Polymorph, DC 16 wisdom save.
Okay. And is there a restriction on the CR for the creature?
Equal to or lower.
All right. Equal to or lower. And the range of the spell?
Good. Sorry, hold on.
16.
At
Feels
least
right.
60. At least
Yeah.
60, probably
Why
90.
isn't my scrolling working?
Mine's not working either.
What the
I noticed
fuck?
that too on D&D Beyond, yeah.
I'm having issues as well.
Okay, 60 feet. Yeah, 60 feet. So that
So
should
60
be plenty.
feet. And what type of save?
Wisdom, DC 16.
Got it.
It's not his best
A
save.
12. He fails.
Hooray! Finally!
He wiggles and worms into a
I'm
wee
taking
little
your furry
chinchilla.
fucking head, bastard.
So this is a polymorph spell. It's a 4th level spell. It's going to last for an hour. It has a range of 60 feet, and the spell transforms them into a new form. An unwilling creature must make a wisdom saving throw. And so it's going to last until the target drops to 0 hit points or dies. And then it reverts to its normal form afterwards. Is that what happens?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's
I think
gonna
the zombie
happen
should
like a round.
decapitate it with a bite.
That doesn't kill it, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just
Turns him back into a
It's
dragon.
like when the druid uses his wild shape.
Yeah.
Well, there's got to be a way to do a bunch of extra damage because it carries over.
It would be easier to
Regardless,
hit.
I'm puncturing holes in his little godhood.
It's still hard to
delusion.
hit under there though because of underwater combat.
I mean, Bo Peril does hold person on it, and then you auto crit it, and theoretically there's abilities to do lots of damage.
so
but-
here's how I did it once. These are D&D characters first now. Polymorph the Tarask into a cat, cast sleep, and put a helmet of water breathing on it, stuck it in a bag of holding, then flew it out to the ocean. I was like, that'll be a problem for tomorrow's adventures. Oh, and I had extended spell, so it lasts 10 hours. So it was just like, you're sleeping for 10 hours, you can breathe if you end up underwater. You're gone. So, all right. Bots, get out of chat. I see you over there. We do want to be famous and have many
I wanna be
followers, but we
famous.
want to get them honestly. All right, so that dragon is currently a chinchilla, and it can't breathe underwater. It doesn't have a swim speed. It's got wee little lungs, and it
Look
is
around and find out.
All right, and then I'd let you fill up the chinchilla's lungs with water just to be mean, but
Lyris is angry.
no. And so we now I believe it's anything else, Delirious, or is it Eldon's turn?
No, that's it.
All right, Eldon, you're up.
Oh god. Acid. It's terrible. I
Don't
stand
do
up.
acid, kids.
Yeah,
Water
it's
Not even once.
so bad.
When it transforms, does it retain any of its
It does not. It
Okay.
gets the new stats of its new form.
Okay, I was gonna say it'd be funny if it
Dragon's
if it
breath.
retained amphibious and like, oh no, and everyone just backs away from no. Just,
It even
we take
has the intelligence of a chinchilla now.
Yeah, that's true.
but it has the personality of I am a god.
But with the intelligence of a chinchilla.
All right, Eldon, what do you got? You're awake now.
I got a big fat cure wounds for myself is what I got. Because I got 5 hit points from a potion. So that's gonna be a 3rd level cure wounds on myself because ouch. Oh hell yeah, 20 hit points. Okay.
What do you do with the IOU that was on you?
I do not notice the IOU on me. If you put it in my pocket right now, there's bigger fish to fry. I'm gonna find this later and be like, what the Fine. That's later. That's not right now, Quentin. Sorry. I'm also just gonna go ahead and do a quick bonus action shillelagh on for my staff, just in case, and I'll stand up and just kind of peek over the edge of the pit into the water, and be like, "I'm not dead yet."
Come back for some
The
more.
chinchilla looks up, its eyes twitching. You wild shape into a slightly larger chinchilla, slowly
Like, coming for you.
boxing match like kangaroos. All right.
That's all I got.
Anything
for
else,
now.
Eldon?
No.
All right.
Action
So we're going
bonus
back to the
action.
top of initiative. Sarvith, and just to check on slow, does it make a save at the end of its turn, or is it like
Yes.
no save?
It
Okay.
does.
Sarvith has options. He is currently engaged with both with Renian, and at this point, he is going to pin a darkness spell to Renian's sword. So now everything in there is under Cloak of Darkness.
Did he make his roll to cast a spell?
I did, and I rolled a 12.
Okay. Oh,
Yes.
so
And
that
it takes
that
until
means it
next
takes
turn.
effect next turn.
Oh,
11 or higher. Sorry.
11
so-
or higher.
On an 11 or higher, the spell doesn't.
No,
take effect
he's just, he
until
goes,
next turn.
"Meh."
Ooh.
And starts to look surprised.
Yeah. I'm not sure why the higher number is bad, but that's
It's
what it
fine.
says.
Oh, it's because they wanted to make it confusing.
Yes.
Why
All
not?
right.
Mix it up. You know.
So he can't do it. So that's his turn. He was
Awesome.
thinking about nimble escape and getting out of there. But then let's roll to see if he makes it. It's a wisdom save.
Oh,
Is it-
yes. Yes. Wisdom save DC 16.
You might not make it. That's pretty high for these guys. He made it 21. No longer slowed. No. Where is my spell gone off? All right, and with that, it's Rinian's turn. Rinian is currently engaged with a chinchilla.
You better win this
And a
one,
goblin.
Rinian.
Looking sideways at the chinchilla, Ricky then looks back at the goblin, seeing him like trying to cast something.
You think? Slowly?
And guess we go for the grapple? I'm thinking grapple. Yeah. That's what I'm thinking.
All right, he drops and takes a stance. Singlet on.
So yeah. Grapple attack.
All right, let's see how Sarvith does with grappling. He's going to attempt acrobatics.
I would assume so.
Big shocker. Yeah.
He got a 20.
Well,
Good for you.
Are goblins small creatures? Do you have
Goblins
disadvantage?
are small.
I got a,
I don't think that gives them disadvantage.
got a 21, so
Yeah, you did it. You got him. It was a bait and switch. He was like, aha, I'll just... Well, no! And he ends up completely grappled. He's like, I've been grappled, I've been slowed, I've been paralyzed. My dragon's a chinchilla.
And then I will start swimming to the surface with him.
All right, yeah, just your heads emerge. And with that, so I assume this is the round that Regriax drowns as a chinchilla, dies, and reverts. He doesn't get any actions, he just dies.
Well, creatures underwater don't necessarily drown just immediately. They can hold their breath for up to a number of minutes equal to their constitution modifier.
Minimum 30 seconds.
So a minimum of 30 seconds. So then he has 5 rounds. Now he's a beast, not a creature.
That's true. Well,
Beasts are
Beasts are
creatures.
Are they?
Yep. Every lots of things are creatures. Creature is the all-encompassing umbrella term.
he does. Look, this guy does chemistry, physics, biology. Don't argue with him.
Did he turn into a
The sound
dolphin?
travels faster. Yeah. So, yeah. So with that, so he'll last for 5 rounds down there as a chinchilla, swimming up. In fact, that's what he's doing. He's using his move. He has no swim speed anymore. He's no longer amphibious. He's like, I can do this. I need to get to my dust bowl. I need to take a bath.
It's not going to save him. Even if he makes it out of the water, he'll die of hypothermia. Chinchillas can never dry out.
All right.
Jesus.
Aww.
She thought too long about this. This is
Freezes.
dark.
He killed me twice with a breath weapon, okay? Let me
Quentin,
have this.
you get your shot at that. No, you readied a long time ago. It's like, you get your shot at the goblin's head as he comes up. No, it's your turn. Renian's carrying.
Hearing about the ranting and raving of the chinchilla and the polymorph, I want to get it out of the water before it dies and reverts back, and we have to fight it in not so easy terms. So I'm going to cunningly bonus action, so I double my speed, and I'll jump in and grab the chinchilla and come back up.
All right, you got him. It's your new familiar.
And I'm still invisible, so I'm holding the chinchilla now.
He's going through such a mental.
One can only hope.
The chinchilla flies out of the water. You assume the dragon is returning. Renian did only use one of his attacks. It's fair. Apologies.
It's only 2 attacks if it's the attack action. He used a grapple.
Grapple
You can
is a
use
type of attack.
The grapple is an attack action.
Oh, okay.
One of your
okay.
attacks may count. Yes, yeah. So that's one of those weird
Oh, okay. I thought that was
shoves,
a
push them
dissonance.
down.
Okay.
Yeah, it's one of those things, and you can grapple them and beat them. Apologies, but you did swim them up. You got them. You could give them noogies if you want, or you can.
No, I'll wrap him up in a towel.
Oh, I was gonna say.
Why are
Renian
you showing
punches
kindness
up
to a
if you want.
bitch-ass dragon?
Not kind.
Because he's not currently a bitch-ass dragon, and I'd like to keep it that way for the next
And his
59
acid
minutes.
breath is recharged. It recharged on that round. He just don't want to fire it. Sorry.
Yeah, I'll hold the chinchilla's face away from me,
Just
Just in case. You never know.
Use
Magic's
a-
weird.
Just in
Breath.
case.
Magic's weird.
All right. So
I'm
with
done.
that, Bope, you're up.
So grapple does not give me advantage, does it?
No,
Okay. Then,
restrain does. He has no movement speed.
I mean, we're still doing this, right? Do scorching
The goblin?
acorns.
Yeah.
Yes, against the,
On the goblin that's held?
On the goblin that's held.
Okay.
Oh, that is a 15.
Nope.
Does that hit? Okay, and then a 17, and then a 22.
The 22 hits.
Well, 6 damage.
You hit him.
You're careful not to hit Renyan, so you know you have to
Yes,
make some
exactly.
careful,
Sacrifices.
He is very upset. He understands though the rest of the party does not
Oh.
know that he was willing to parlay.
And the gobos are going to make their attacks.
On what? They're underwater where the
Oh.
chinchilla was.
Sorry, I don't know how close the hobgoblin, the goblin is.
So the goblin's up at the top of the water being held by Rinian. They
Yeah,
could
we-
swim up to him though with half their movement speed.
Okay. Then
Yeah, they could get there, I would
They can get there?
assume. They're close enough.
okay. It's not a lot. There one is
It's
a
worth it.
16 to hit and one is a 20 to hit. So I think one of them
20
hits.
hits.
And we will do 8 points of whatever that damage is. Slashing.
Aha! All right, so 8 points of damage. That's pretty good. And then we move. Anything else, Bope, or are we moving to Doliris?
I just had a side question. Have we seen any eggs? I know we haven't really had time.
This was Regriax's room. This isn't Tiamat spawn hatchery.
Got it. Okay, that's it.
I can tell you where it is, maybe. All right. And with that, Doliris, you're on deck, my friend.
Gonna slap myself with a
Ow.
cure wounds at level 3
Doo-doo-doo-doo.
and roll decently well. Heal 20. Okay. And give the dragon chinchilla Forrest Whitaker eyes.
Don't say
Oh,
that.
the crazy eyes.
That's his eyes.
I,
It's a physical.
I
you know?
understood that reference.
All right. So, what are you doing to the dragon?
Giving him Forrest Whitaker eyes.
Glaring at him.
Oh, you're glaring at him. All right,
Yeah.
gotcha. Okay, and with that, let's go to Eldon's turn.
Okay, Renyan's still got the gobbo. Okay. The chinchilla is floating in the air because Quentin's invisible.
Yes.
Heck.
The wet chinchilla that I am only somewhat sure that was the dragon. But now there's just a floating wet chinchilla. That
I mean,
what-
Doliris is glaring at.
What else
You
could
all
it
heard
be?
Delirious cast a spell.
And it literally said, turn this... Oh, but he was afterwards. He was still bleeding out.
I mean, I was
Are
conscious.
you sure?
I was conscious of
Quentin
that.
got you conscious at the same
Yeah,
time.
I was conscious just
okay.
lying down. I was just like, what the? Okay. I mean, yeah, and the way
You
you're
might have
glaring
heard
at
my
it
spell.
would probably give it away anyway. Let's probably just do some more healing right now. Probably because that seems the most appropriate thing. Because I don't have a good range spell that just hit the goblin and not also Renyan. Heat metal seems like that might hurt Renyan too, since he's holding him.
I mean,
Yeah, a creature in physical contact with the object.
well, I'm not. Well, it depends on what you're heating with metal on him.
Well, like if it was his armor, that could be problematic for you.
Does he have armor?
Yeah, it was
Hobgoblin? Absolutely.
for the.
Is he wearing a helmet?
He's
Oh,
so
God.
hard
Been
to
in
hit.
contact with the helmet.
Some type of codpiece or
He's
loin.
not wearing.
God,
so he
please.
is wearing studded leather armor.
He does
Flaming
like-
hot for real, if you know what I mean.
It burns, precious. It burns. Okay. Okay, not me.
Studs would probably cause more damage to Rinian than the goblin.
Yeah.
But
like-
Ha
Then. Yeah, I'm gonna walk over the chinchilla. I'm gonna cast another Cure Wounds on myself at 2nd level.
Animal friendship. Aha! The dragon is my pet now.
I'm gonna. Well, it is an animal now. So I'm gonna talk to it because I can do that as a shepherd druid.
Okay.
Where are the eggs?
Shake his tiny furry shoulders.
You're asking the bunny-like creature.
The hatchery! They're in the hatchery!
Where's the hatchery?
Oh, don't shake me! Got small bones! Fragile.
You snap its neck accidentally and it turns into a dragon. Ah!
I
I'm
can't
also
see.
little. You know, I'm not that big.
It's outside on this southern quadrant. Remember, the map has been flipped, so it would be that room where you see stuff outside of the immediate area you're in.
Ah, yes. So looking at the first map. Oh,
First map, it's the bottom.
right. I see.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the next map, it's in there.
I gotcha. Okay. Okay. Ooh. All right. Yeah, I'm like, it's in the outbuilding, and I'm gonna look at Bope. The eggs are in the outbuilding. That'll be my turn.
Key. And with that, we go back to the top of initiative. Sarvith, who is grappled, no longer slowed, mind
But
you.
he
Move is 0.
uses his action.
What's
cast
that?
If he still wanted to cast a spell, he would use his action.
Okay, if
What?
he still wants to.
But
I don't know.
wait, can he now that he doesn't have the ability to do finger or hand movements?
I don't think
Grapple doesn't stop.
Grappling
Oh,
doesn't
spellcaster.
do that. It just
Oh,
makes
No,
your
grapple
speed 0.
won't stop him. So
That won't matter to me either.
yeah, it's one of those things where he's calling it though. He goes, all right. He goes. Why don't we call it? You've killed the dragon. To him, he assumes you killed the dragon. He doesn't see the chinchilla. He just sees the dragon's gone. He goes, or chased off that coward. He says out loud, and the chinchilla kind of side eyes him. He goes, you've pillaged. You've pillaged and plundered us. And tell you what, I'll tell you everything you need to know. And I think that's a good time for us to go on.
Oh,
Yeah.
I know.
We're alive.
We're alive. All right. So that's as good a
Boy.
time as any for us to take a break. Go ahead if you have any questions for the characters. Type question in all caps in chat, followed by your question for the character it is directed at. And Michelle, why don't you give us the Patreon announcements?
Games Tavern Patreon is full of great content. Every Friday, patrons get to see special content like DM notes, maps, and behind-the-scenes videos. Our latest updates include early access into the interview with Rime of the Frost Maiden co-author Hannah Harlan, paint plans for miniatures on That Mini's Paint Show, and a new battle map for encounters in your games. Some recognition of our regular patron supporters, Rose, Madith333, and Veritas23. Thank you for all your patronage and support. Just check the Patreon link in chat on the Patreon channel in our panel in our Twitch channel, or go on patreon.com/thegamestavern, all one word, and get your hands on this amazing content.
Welcome back. Let's check some questions for the characters and then get back to the show. Josh, you had a question for Delirious.
Yes, Delirious, where does your deep well of rage come from?
Well, you may not have been told this yet, but Delirious is basically a mother figure. May have mentioned it once or twice, but it was real subtle. So there's a lot from that. Delirious has spent basically her entire life denying herself things. So, when a dragon fucks with her, she fucks right back.
Gotcha. Noted.
That's where half dragons come from. But I'm done. So, sorry. It was out there. Rough crowd. 2 drink minimum. We're here at the game.
That's not how she rolls.
All right. So, when last we left our intrepid heroes, they have been going toe to toe with Regriax, the black dragon in Wormlord Sarvith. Yeah, the Regriax, the chinchilla. Oh no, my little legs, they ain't going nowheres. I'm dirty. I'll never dry out. And currently, Sarvith is being grappled and has said, "Oh, listen, if you've killed the dragon, which he believes you have, because he doesn't know about the chinchilla,
You do.
and he's currently being held, and he's taken some lumps. He's still strong and can still fight. He still has a mountain of hit points remaining, but not that big of a mountain. So he's willing to call it in, especially since he's getting pelted and beat up. He's like, I can hand over whatever you want. I run this land, but apparently y'all do. And so it's going to be the PC's turn. You can continue initiative and beat him down. At this point, beating him down, it's going to be automatic. We'll let you describe how you kill him. But if you're going to get information out of him, he's essentially at your mercy. As the Wormlord, he is no longer hostile towards you. Because he's just kind of like, look.
I would like to know how he's mind controlling the lizard folk. I say we get information out of him and then we kill him.
He goes, they're not particularly bright, and they assume that the dragon was a god. Now the dragon is a dead god.
That's it?
Well, yeah, the dragon's very persuasive and is impressive. He killed about 30 of them, demanded a sacrifice, and they were in awe of his presence and his demeanor. I hear lizard folk fall for religious types pretty easily. They start forming this type of hero worship, and I had never seen it with my own eyes until we found these tribes.
Did y'all hear that? I heard some shots fired.
Wormlord, your gear is forfeit. Start disrobing.
Ow, chicka, wow, wow.
He goes, I'm currently being held, but sure. He looks to Rennie and he goes, would you offer me some grace, please? Just robe. He just wants you to let go of him. Because I need some space. I can't run. I've surrendered.
Like, tap my staff pretty hard, a little crack.
Yeah, he's surrounded. He knows it won't
lightning
work out
real
well.
quick. Like, yeah, give him some grace.
Yeah, grace. Like mercy.
Assuming he's allowed to disrobe, he's going to drop.
I'm not going to strike him with lightning. I'm just saying that I've got him if he runs.
Yeah,
I can see that look you're giving me. I'm like, you're going to kill him? Like, no.
Well, he's going to drop his great sword, which is his goblin great sword. He's going to drop his bow. He does have a scimitar as well that he drops. And then he removes his...
And he pulls out 5 more weapons.
Black scale, his black scale, yeah.
Black scale what?
Black scale studded leather armor.
Made of dragon scale, perchance?
Yes, from Regriax's shed scales. It's enchanted.
The deuce, you say?
The deuce indeed. He goes, oh yeah, he kind of looks over at Delirious. He goes, you got your eyes on this armor. You know it's enchanted, right?
Don't speak to me in that tone of voice.
just saying. I hear it's on the market, and he motions over to Quentin Stargazer.
Was where I was standing.
Yeah.
To the floating chinchilla.
Yes, the chinchilla speaking. Oh shoot, they got one of those. Yes, they got one of those Pokemans.
I will melt your brain.
Get
Oh,
talked.
too late.
Oh god.
Too late. Yeah, so he essentially he drops all of his gear and he's there standing in his goblin skivvies. And he's like, all right. He's like, what else? Well, this isn't the real treasure, mind you.
We already know where the
Lord.
eggs are.
What is
The
the
eggs?
real treasure?
Laughs. He looks to the set of double doors that are behind everyone. So if you went into the front door, and in fact, you would recall looking through Sprout's eyes, there was a throne that he sat on. He goes, real treasure's in there. And it is not any of my keepsakes, which refers to some items that he has in there.
Insight check. Is this a trap?
You don't need a roll. He's telling the truth. He's at your mercy. He's like, either the dragon will show up again, or it's dead. He's guessing dead.
I see the gleam in Quentin's eye and was like, after we complete the mission. then
But you
we
don't,
can
because
go
he's
to-
invisible still.
Oh, no, I feel the gleam in Quentin's eyes
So true.
after we finish the mission.
Says to the chinchilla.
We could still take the gold from in here, though.
I'd still think
Yeah,
we should
fill
crack
up the
some
portable
eggs.
hole with
Yeah.
gold while we.
Both I
Still-
hand you the portable rope.
Thank you.
There's still a hell of a lot.
Can you
of,
like turn on like the vacuum function of the rope? Just.
You just kind of like lasso it out there, and
guys, there's still a whole fucking army out there of lizard folk and hobgoblins and who the hell knows what else. Maybe we should actually finish the job before we start just.
Yeah,
killing
yeah,
chickens.
okay.
Hence why I'm saying, finish the job first.
See? That's what I'm saying.
I'm grabbing that armor though. That dragon scale armor's. I'm gonna grab that.
After we finish the mission.
It's
first.
right here. I'm just gonna shove it in my pack. Like
Bring
it
in-
won't take any time at all.
Watch the goblin.
it's already
Oh,
done.
come with me. We're gonna go out those doors to that outbuilding and blow some shit up.
And I can't blow things up anyway. So I'm no use. Destroying eggs.
Rope, I'll take the rope back.
Give it back.
He's like, you're destroying the eggs.
Are they delicious?
No, they're deadly. But that would totally wreck the Red Hand Horde's plans, he says kind of sarcastically.
Oh, what?
Okay,
what
hang
blades are
on.
those?
Hey! Listen,
We're being a smartass. Talk plain.
alright. They're breeding spawn of Tiamat. You've probably encountered a few in the swamp, and you could destroy their eggs. And it would weaken their army. But that's not the true strategic purpose of this location.
Do tell, Worm Speaker.
This location is remote enough, out of the way enough, and disrespectful enough to avoid the attention of the secret weapon. Me speaking honestly. There is an army of goblinoids. There is an army yet to come. There is an alliance with dragons. There is a fourth army that has not yet revealed itself on the battlefield. The key to holding that army under our sway sits in that throne room.
Are they in... Is it an infernal army? Is that what this fourth army is?
No, that was the third army, but I thought I was speaking in riddles enough.
Oh. Well, damn. I jumped ahead.
Damn. Yeah. he's-
Behind.
Yeah.
One problem at a time. This problem first, that problem next.
Yeah, let's go crack some eggs. Y'all figure out what's in the throne room.
After the eggs are finished and everyone's back.
What if we
Yeah.
kept a couple eggs, one or two, in the portable hole
I
for
what?
research or maybe somebody's cares about them and
These are grossly evil. They're not even no.
There's no redemptive purpose in half-devil dragons, literal
Yeah.
spawns of Tiamat. Quentin, take
Somebody
the blue mask
probab-
off.
somebody probably cares for them. I'm just saying.
Yeah, these guys.
Well, do we
did.
care for that person who theoretically maybe cares for them?
People
called
cared
leverage.
for them were trying to obliterate other folks. That was their purpose.
Okay. Hey, I put it out there.
So
Are you thinking of keeping them as a bargaining chip?
Yes.
Bargain with what?
I don't know. After this guy's sarcastic comments, I don't think that's that much of a bargaining chip.
he goes, hey, listen, give me my stuff back. I'll ally up with y'all, and I can help you take down this Red Hand army. I know things.
Why would you want to do that? If there's 4 armies bearing down on us,
What do you
wanna-
think's Oh, you're right. Now that you sell it to me like that, it's either death, or joining the winning team. But I'd be dead. He's like, I'm just looking out for my life here.
You're a confusing little fella. I don't think you've thought things through very well.
Fair enough. And he just sits down, kind of crosses his legs, and kind of looks around and he goes, if you want to stop 4 armies, you got to break some eggs. But rough crowd. Anybody?
Well, he's right about that.
He needs to
I was just
stop
gonna
making
talk.
lame jokes. I'm starting to like him.
Yeah, he's like, look, I'm just gonna sit here and talk. Eventually, I'd get to the jokes, and he's just kind of like, he sits and he goes, look, my equipment is forfeit. I'm just glad the Nimbus is gonna arrive. I've heard bad tales about them.
Yeah, they're terrible, dangerous.
Real bad news. Bope, let's go break some eggs.
Let's do it.
All right. So I need to know who's going to the hatchery, who's staying here and looking at the horde, and who's investigating the throne room. Or are you all going together?
No one's going to the throne room.
What, in the throne room, like on the way to the hatchery?
Wasn't that the key to?
It is, but you'd
stop-
have to search it.
Like,
Oh, it's on the other side of the
we
throne.
like pass through the building, go to
Yeah,
the
so
throne
the
room?
throne room is to south of you, then you'd go outside, then to the left would be the hatchery.
Like, I figured between me and Bope, we've got the AoE things to break a bunch of eggs.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do it.
Although you may want to do it quietly if there's no, because
Yeah,
you
we
don't want
can't
to
do that.
draw.
Wait, we have to go outside.
You can crack them with a shillelagh.
Well, that. Okay, well, that's.
Depending
What's
how
the
many
fun in
there. If
that?
there's like 100 eggs, yeah, sure, go blow it up. But if there's like 4,
Again, we have to go. You have to go outside to get to the hatchery.
Right, but we're small.
they are small.
We are small.
Hashtag end voice.
We got to go through the throne room anyway. I think we can come back to Regriax's horde after we deal with the eggs.
Mm-hmm.
Look
I- I get my paper out and write a little note and show it to Dolores. It says, "Don't break concentration or we're all screwed."
Yeah, maybe I ought to stay here and watch the chinchilla, or just wherever I need to follow the chinchilla.
If you hold the chinchilla, can you keep yourself from strangling it?
It nuzzles up.
I'll stay here with Dolores.
I think she
You
can keep
little
herself-
shit.
I think she can. She's...
No, I'm fighting that. Breath weapon. Breath.
So you breath weapon. Unbrushed
No.
teeth.
Yeah, I mean, just in case.
I will not strangle the chinchilla.
Then, yeah, I think me and Bope will jog over from the main building. It's not that far away to, it's down a little catwalk to the south building to see the eggs.
Right. So, Bope and Eldon are headed over to the hatchery, and then Was anyone investigating the horde in here, or
I will.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
Quentin and then
And then it's
Don't leave him by himself.
I'm staying next to the goblin.
Okay.
Goblin's staying in here. He's just like, there's a lot of cool things. So let's move Bope and Eldon to the hatchery. Tech crew, bring up creature number 2 on our map, on our overlay, and then we will drop the giant. Let's shrink it down over here on the combat map. So as you open the door to the hatchery, there is a creature, one that you are familiar with, having battled one of these before in the swamp. It is sitting around 24 eggs, and it is aware of your presence as you come through the front door. And I need the two of you to roll for initiative as you are face to face with the Greenspawn Razorfiend.
Whoops.
Yeah, okay.
I mean,
7.
I got an 18.
Hey!
All right, so let's see.
Fireball.
It's got a
No
19.
time left for subtlety.
You said 19?
17 plus 2, yeah. It doesn't have a
Oh.
big initiative bonus, but it gets to go.
No time left for subtlety, indeed.
All right. So, moves in fast, and then it's going to make 3 attacks. And it'll do them one at a time. The first is going to be on Eldon.
Yep.
Totally misses, I'm sure, with an 11.
Yes, it does.
Despite its massive... now, no, it
Yeah,
is
I'm
standing just out of range. 21 to hit.
Yep, that'll get
That is
that'll-
that is a shield, which 23 is my AC until the end.
Ooh.
All right. And then its final attack on Eldon.
Oh,
19.
no.
Meets beats.
Beats. All right, so you're going to take some poison damage. I don't know what your resistance is. How are you doing?
It's poison. I'm resistant to poison.
Hey.
You're resistant, so you're going to take half of 34.
Oh, Jesus
Ooh.
Christ.
Wait,
what?
no.
I was like,
I
holy
I did a D28. Let me re-roll that. So you take
Woo.
7 points of poison as well as an additional. I need to learn how to not roll D28s, as well as 4 additional piercing points. And then I
So
believe
is
Bope
that,
will go.
is 7 half or half of 7?
Okay, so let's
The
double
poison
check
damage.
what I rolled. I rolled a 14.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Okay.
5 plus 5 plus 4. And then it does a little bit of piercing. And then
4?
it's going to be Bope's turn. Oh, you need to also make a Constitution saving throw unless you're immune to being poisoned.
I'm not immune, but I have advantage against that save.
Give it a shot.
If it's from being poisoned, yes.
Yes, make a save.
Hell yeah. 22.
You do it. You make the save.
Rolled an 18 and a 19. Hell yeah.
All right. Then it moves past you both without provoking an opportunity attack.
Boo.
Slick.
Do you remember when it fought you the last time?
Mhm.
Like flyby or something?
Yeah,
Did
it has an ability known as mobile.
Did it
Oh.
fly through the roof, or is it smaller than it seems?
This could go through the roof, but it's still pretty big. It just went out. It's not using its full movement. I'd rule that it could squeeze. So it can go up through the roof and land on the other side.
Okay.
Yeah, I forgot there's that hole in the roof. That makes more sense. Just it turns and faces you. However, its babies are now threatened. And with that, Bope's up.
All right. Well,
Did
it's
you
like
see
all or
outside? Yeah, you see that you notice your ogre Rasputin is going blow for blow with the Etten on top of the tower. Like others have gathered around. It's like an Obi-Wan versus Vader moment.
There's some adventure going on over there.
Yes.
Okay, let's see how Phantasmal Acorns works as I pull out an acorn I've never used before. And as I crush it, the embers, the dust of the acorn goes into the mind, and he needs to make a wisdom save as I cast.
Dun dun dun. He's not that good. 14. Don't think he makes it.
So he is frightened for the duration, which means on his turn. Oh no, it doesn't specify. Dang it. He's just
He
frightened.
can't move towards you, right?
Yes. He has disadvantage on attacks while he can see me, and he takes 4d10 psychic damage.
Nice.
I get to roll that.
Did you just hit him with scarecrow toxin?
Yes.
I did not realize I don't have enough d10s, so I get to roll this twice. Ooh, that's 13.
Tom, we
Ooh,
need
that
to
was a
buy you more
10.
dice.
That was a 10 and a 9. So 13,
You need more dice in your life,
23, 23 plus 9 is 32. Wow, that was...
That takes a
That
big
was-
chunk out of this green spawn razor fiend.
Yes.
I also got to remember he has expanded critical, so he might hit harder. All right. Yeah, he has.
Oh, and I'd like to yell, "Help! Help!
Help!
We're
You're
dragons!"
above water, sound doesn't travel as well.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Physics.
You're on the other side of stone doors in their county treasure, but they'll probably be able to hear you. In fact, there is a big rumbling outside. It also be wary that thing doesn't kill the chinchilla because,
I intend to stay right where I am.
All right, and so it is
Brinian
Eldon's
will
turn.
start running, so I guess I need to get in the initiative order somewhere.
Brinian, I'm not sure if you would be able to hear, only because it'd have to go through a number of stone walls, and you're watching the goblin, and you're in with the horde. But I'll let you make a perception check.
I was like, does Delirious hear it?
Alright.
Probably not. Let me close the window. Of course I did.
DC 12.
I think I got it on 11.
Do you want to use your inspiration?
Where is it? I did get an 11. well, dice said I don't hear it.
Don't hear it yet.
Does anyone else get to roll for that?
Are you in the throne room?
My passive perception is 12.
If I ask, so that's to remove redundant rolls. Like if we're constantly searching for traps or not, it's not like you're always listening. I figured we're good to roll it as opposed to take the passive.
I am wherever Quentin and Renyon were. So if they're in the throne room, then I'm in the throne room.
I would let you. So you're wherever Quentin is.
Sure.
So then you're back. You're actually further back. You're not in the throne room. You're in the room with the
That's
dragon.
where we
horde.
Okay.
Okay. So you're just there. That's fine. I'll let you roll a perception check as well. Meanwhile, Quentin's swimming like Goofy and Mickey and the Beanstalk through all the treasure.
9.
I mean, like Donald?
Not yet. But I will rule this. On the next round, you would have heard. You will hear the fight and you'll know. So you won't know it this time. And with that, I think, Eldon, we didn't give you a chance yet.
Not yet.
Okay.
I'll be like, all right, Bope, you got this. And I'm gonna turn around into the room. So what am I seeing as far as the eggs in this
There's about
room?
2 dozen eggs floating up. And if you want kind of a similar picture, you can, they're just floating in the muck in the sunken city in the water. slide 8 backstage, sort of let you see
Oh, okay. I got an idea there. Okay, yeah.
The wave to like bring them all close together.
bobbing for eggs.
Okay. So I'm gonna, yeah, like pat Bope. You got him, Bope. And I'm gonna cast Call Lightning.
That'll do.
Because there's a hole in the roof, right?
Yes.
Over the water. Yeah,
Yes.
I'm just,
Like
And that-
it forks, it bends.
and I'm gonna call a lightning bolt down into the nearest cluster of eggs because it can hit a thing and then everything within 5 feet of that point.
Yep. Water conducts electricity.
It's going to
Yeah,
destroy at least 6 eggs. It'll hit for maximum damage.
That's 30 damage.
Yes,
Wow.
so it takes out like a cluster of those eggs, those as of yet unborn spawn of Tiamat. You think the Great Mother herself, somewhere in hell, is feeling this moment in the prime material plane as lightning falls from the sky.
It's natural.
Yeah, the the nature gods of the earth, of Earth. Actually, that's Greyhawk. Sorry.
Of Toril.
Toril, protect you. Ever?
Where are we at?
Forged comes through the wall. Yeah, so that's what happens. Top of initiative, and then
Bonus action shillelagh, just in case.
woohoo, you got it.
So I just wanted to add flavor. I have tapped into the nightmares of the creature, and he sees an illusion manifestation of its deepest fears, visible only to it. So I don't know what that entails, but that's what it's seeing.
It's literally
Eggs
scarecrow
being
costume.
destroyed. Yes.
Yeah, yes.
So it can't move towards you. However, what it can do is it can shoot both of you, spraying you with its poison breath. And I need you both to make Constitution saving throws, DC 14.
This is
Oh.
poison, so
Okay.
advantage.
It is poison.
Oh, hell yeah. 18.
Yes. 17.
Got a pretty good constitution.
I have a very good constitution. We're the Hardy Boys.
Yeah, we may
You
be
are
small.
the Hardy Boy.
We may be small, but we're hardy.
Roll, you will take half of 42.
Oh,
I will take half of that.
Yes, you are not poisoned. And then,
Does it smell like cooked eggs in there now?
It smells terrible.
Yeah, it's probably not pleasant.
is going to
Wolfrus
move
overcooked eggs.
away from the boat.
so it gets to make another save at the end of its turn.
Yes, but it's going back in through the roof.
Thought he couldn't go. Oh, back.
It's not going towards Boat.
Went up and over.
Not moving towards them at all. And then then it's got to make another save. I don't think it will. It's like a wisdom save, DC 16.
Well, if it fails, it takes another
Beats.
40-10.
It made it.
Dabu.
16 on the nose.
Would have been
14
good.
plus 2. So it is no longer scared of you. And its worst fear was its eggs getting destroyed. Then it faced its fears and saw its eggs getting destroyed. And its eyes fixed on Eldon. And with that, we move to Bope. And the rest of you, we're just gonna. I'm gonna put you into initiative after this. It's gonna go. We're just gonna do your decks from highest to lowest. The rest of you, so that you can join the rest of the combatants, just after them.
We heard the lightning strike, right?
Yeah.
So I completely forgot I can move my minions as a bonus action. I didn't say I brought them with me, so as a bonus action, can they be coming quickly?
Yes. In fact, here's what we'll say. Like almost as like a free action. Like you're like, boys, and they just started like lurching through the door. Like the rest of you see the hobgoblins open the door to the throne room and start bumbling through. Yeah, what? Where are they going? You know, that'll be the key that they're coming over. So, who has the highest dexterity out of your group? Is it Quentin?
16?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll do Quentin after Eldon this round, and then Doliris and Renian.
I think that's accurate.
All right. So you will all fall into initiative. after Eldon goes. So, Bope, you're up.
Well, I'm spent after that. So, that was my last big gun. And my experience is this is pretty similar to the one we fought before. So it has
Yes.
fiendish origins and is therefore resistant to fire. Yes. Well, then you know what he's going to get? Magic missile.
Oh, that's cool too.
Eat that force damage.
Yeah, resist that.
He can't.
Cast shield. I had something with a wand of magic missiles. Like, yeah, then it's totally gonna just take Bope out. Then I just heard shield in my head. Then I was like, oh, they don't do anything. This was me theoretically doing battles down the line.
That's 11 points of force damage. Pew pew pew.
You have lumped this green spawn razor fiend pretty bad. Bloodied, if you will, just about.
Oh, can I move so I'm not standing next to my friend Eldon in case we get another spray to the face? I don't know what the layout is, but
Oh, we're on the map there, Bo.
Oh.
Same map as before. We're just at that outbuilding.
oh, sorry. Okay,
Of course.
I am going to move into the room and say, "Over here, sucker."
Okay, now he sprays a cone, not a line.
How wide is this
But you
cone?
might. It was right in
You
your
can't
face
just
last
ask
time.
someone how wide their cone is, Bo.
So you need to at least
Old
buy them dinner first.
Yeah, Bope's old enough that it's just a regular question.
You just give them a pass. Like,
With that said, you'll see. And then Eldon, you're up.
okay, I've got to use my action for another lightning bolt. I'm gonna first because it still hurts. I'm still gonna give myself a healing word as a bonus action.
Okay.
Nice.
At third level because I'm still hurting.
Action
pretty
economy.
good. That's pretty good for a healing word anyway. Okay, so that's 13 more points back to me. And I'll use my action to bring down another lightning bolt.
Yeah.
Is the creature near any of its eggs, or is it just kind of floating there, flying there?
It is near the eggs. It's trying to protect them.
Oh, good.
All the better.
Yeah, all
You
the
just
better.
you just
'cause
protect those eggs, honey.
It does the little AoE thing, just 5 feet within the strike point. So
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and just bring the lightning bolt down on it and collateral
That kills
damage the
4
eggs.
more eggs. Roll damage.
Yes,
Or
sir.
Does it make a save?
It is a dex save. Ooh,
Okay.
did not roll well. DC 15.
It makes it save, but it still takes damage, I'm sure.
12 lightning damage, so half.
Okay.
He's taking a beating.
6 isn't that bad, though.
No, didn't roll well, but is what it is. Pop some eggs.
All right. Quentin, you're up. So you see, these hobgoblins, and we'll just sort of grab them, and they're just like, they're coming around the mountain. In fact, we'll rule that they're out.
Yay.
Renyon, you still keeping an eye on the Wormlord there? Worm Speaker? What's that? I didn't hear you.
Yes. Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes.
We got you now.
Okay. I guess I'll amble out after. Hey, what are you guys up to? I guess I'll have to do a bonus action if I want to make it out there. From here, do I see? Is he on top still or no?
You
No, he's
can't
inside.
see the green sponge because he's inside on top of his eggs. You definitely see Eldon facing something there and calling down lightning and successfully destroying eggs.
Yeah,
Covered in
there's
poison.
the storm cloud, the telltale storm cloud over the building.
Yeah.
I relay the details of this back
Not
inside
drawing
verbally.
attention from the spellcaster hobgoblins at all or anything. No. I know.
We're gonna,
We're
cheese
gonna have
it
some
after
company.
this.
Eldon's calling down lightning.
All right.
I'm done.
Okay. And then Delirious?
I think I'd actually better stay here and watch the goblin and make sure that I don't lose my concentration on the chinchilla.
Hmm. Who's holding the chinchilla? You are?
I am. Yeah.
Just staring at it.
I'm keeping the chinchilla and the goblin in like the same line of sight, so like he can't pull one over on me.
And that's a nice pet, he says, looking at you. And then Rinian.
I'm
Sure would be a shame if something happened to it.
I'm next to the goblin holding action in case he tries something silly.
Okay. And he's currently sitting, just kind of on his butt in front of you. Let me drop him. He won't be perfectly to scale. In fact, he will fill up the entire screen at first, but we will shrink him down.
Don't be alarmed, folks. It's fine. Everything's fine. We're all fine.
I
here.
want to be a giant goblin. All right. Yeah, he's just sitting down in front of you. And the goblin, on his turn, uses Nimble Escape to disengage.
Should have killed him.
I sentinel him.
You should be able, since you have a ready to action, since he's leaving your space too, make an attack. Like, I'd let you make a straight attack as well.
Sure, but I'm using sentinel to make him not move.
That
Using
ignores
Sentinel to make...
disengage.
Yeah, if you
Sentinel
try to
feat.
disengage next to me, I hit you. If
Oh!
I hit you, you don't move.
All right,
And he
hit him.
took off his armor.
Yeah, he's not wearing his armor.
Inspiration.
Just roll it. You
Do
got
it.
this. This is
Do it.
this is your build. This is your D&D character. Hit the goblin.
All right. 23.
Come on.
Roll damage. And tell me if you want to hit him to maim at this point,
You don't need your legs.
or are you
Hobble.
killing him?
I'll take a leg.
Just a little bit off the end there.
Max damage.
How much is that?
So that is 15. Or no, I'm sorry, 13 magical slashing and then 3 frost.
So he's down. Does it not let him move the space?
Yeah.
So he's not allowed
His
to move.
speed is reduced to 0.
His
if I
speed is
connect.
reduced to 0 if you connect. So you have connected with him. His speed is reduced to 0, and he cannot leave the space. So he has failed to get out. He's not dead, but he is lumped.
Stay
And-
down.
Yes. So that was his bonus action.
That's
As
what
his
we call-
action.
That's what we call a silly move.
All right.
It's a silly place.
So
This is a silly
let me
race.
double
So,
check.
so that was my reaction. Now my held action.
Well, if you hold
Yeah.
an action, it becomes
Held
a
at,
reaction.
there's no such thing as held action.
Oh,
In 5th
okay.
edition, you have it's
Okay.
one of those weird things where you get to use your reaction. But it would have been great if it was just like, and I take his head with my and I catch it. With that said, for his action, he's going to fill up the room with fog cloud. That's what he should have done. So he could not be necessarily seen. So yeah, you just notice the room fills up with fog cloud, and he is now there.
Still,
All right, and that creature.
are you saying that I don't feel
What?
him there anymore?
What level spell is that?
So here's the thing about fog cloud and like say opportunity attacks and feeling and thing. He is considered heavily obscured, which means all sight checks would fail. Things like opportunity attacks require you to see the foe. It says you cannot do them against unseen opponents. With that said, you can still attack him. You still know he's there. You still have your sentinel on him. It's just he has fog clouded the room, so he can't be a target of spells that require sight or perception checks that require sight.
What level spell is Fog Cloud?
1.
Fog cloud is...
It is low.
It's not that high.
1.
Yeah, he's a so he's like statistically a 7th level caster. He could cast it at a higher spell slot if he wanted to, but he wouldn't. It's a 1st level spell slot. Are you counterspelling, or what do you got?
Yes, I'd like to dispel magic.
Oh,
Okay.
It just goes away.
It's one of those things where he tries to get away, he gets hit, and he's flomped. He fills the room with flog, and then Delirious just makes him disappear. With that said, it's not your turn, is it?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't really get to do
No.
anything.
I think thematically it's fair.
I mean, yeah, we really didn't go anywhere. Didn't.
Yeah. And I think I like it thematically where it just like dissipates like a bad fart. And he's just like, it's been a rough day as he looks at his studded leather armor, and the chinchilla's like eating a carrot out of your hand or whatever they eat at this point.
You stole a
Okay.
carrot from Bope.
Why do you think the chinchilla's the one who stole the carrot?
All right.
Maybe I stole the carrot.
I was talking to you.
All right. So top of initiative.
oh boy.
Currently, it is the razorfiend. His poison breath has recharged. And he's going to shoot it straight forward. He does not hit Eldon, who is strategically out of the way, but it would hit Bope.
Bring it on.
So, yeah, go ahead and make, I believe, a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, it's a low number, right? Like 14 or something.
Yeah, it's not very high.
Okay, which one? Ha! 17 plus stuff.
All right, you succeed. So you will take half of... I'm going to roll it. Rolling it may have been bad. Half of 36.
Okay, it's a good thing I succeeded.
That's 18.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. And then he is moving to engage with Eldon. In fact, he's actually engaged with Eldon standing here, and he's engaged with Bope.
Punish him, Eldon.
You see from outside Quentin and the hobgoblins that are kind of lurching forward. You see the massive greenspawn razorfiend just come sliding in after a massive wash of green fumes and noxious blast spray forward. And with that, it is Bope's turn, I believe.
Yeah, I will. Well, certainly bonus action, my hobgoblins are coming forward. So that is 5, 10, 15, 20. Well, I don't really want to gunk up the works here. Well, they'll just dash because they can't get in anyway. So they'll dash all the way in. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20.
I am small, so they can move past me.
Okay. So basically, we're going to wind up with them in the room, but not blocking the way. And that is their entire move. And Bope is going to do what he's got left, which is pull out those little glowing green acorns and do another magic missile. Pew, pew. Because it can't miss.
Bope can't miss.
Okay.
One thing about magic missile.
Significantly lower. That is 7.
7 points of damage. Let me subtract those from his HP. The Greenspawn Razorfiend is taking damage, but it's still pretty solid and pretty strong. Surely, with the help of your fellow party members, it may be defeated. With that said, we move to Eldon's turn.
All right. I'm going to strike it with lightning. I'm guessing it's not near any eggs right now since it moved.
It's still near some. There's plenty in the water. Essentially,
Okay.
here's my rule for it.
Neat.
It's 4 lightning strikes would take out all the eggs. That gives the Greenspawn time to take you out. Now, it assumes if eggs get destroyed, it hates that, but it's like, there's a way to create more. We've been growing them. However, that would require a dragon. Who knows where they're going to find one.
Right.
Roll right now.
Okay. I need to be honest. I totally did not make a concentration save when I took the poison from earlier after the call lightning. So I should probably do that
You'll make it though.
to make the call lightning up.
Yeah, you got lots of constitution.
I do. And I didn't.
Oh, what's your plan?
Well, I've got another 3rd level spell, so I'm gonna fucking use it.
Hey!
What's it gonna be?
Rip.
I'm gonna call another lightning bolt down on this sucker. Like this is
Not today.
this is a great option right now. So yeah, we're gonna call another lightning down on him. So that's another DC 15 save for it. And ooh, that's a much better damage roll of 20.
Ooh.
All right, let's see how it does. Roll the d20 plus its modifier. And that's a dex save.
It is.
Didn't make it. Failed. 13.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Nice.
So that's 20 lightning damage to it and
That'll soften
whatever's happening to the eggs around it.
So max damage to the eggs. So another cluster of eggs just goes. They're popping. Left and right. And another 6 eggs go down. There's only one final cluster. There in the water. At this
Looking
point.
at it, going like "fuck you" and your dragon bitch god.
Ooh.
Just like choking
Single
up
tear.
on my staff, like I get the hell out of here. Emphasis on the hell.
All right. And then you run away.
Nope, staying put right here.
That trick only works once on you. And with that, we move through the initiative in this long night of combat here in the Velkyn Weave, where it has been rumble in the swamp all evening long, up and down combat. It is now Quentin Stargazer's turn.
Seeing the razor fiend ahead of me, I yell back into the room to the rest of the party. Razor fiend is engaged with Bope, and I move up so that I'm within 30 feet. And I curse at it. I'm still invisible, but it shouldn't break my invisibility since it's
What is
not a
curse?
spell.
What's a curse?
It's the Hexblade Curse. It grants me some extra damage when I do attack it.
That's fair.
Nice.
And then I will attack it with Eldritch Blast.
And then that will break your invisibility, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And that gave me advantage on the first attack. That is a 19 to hit,
Ooh.
19 hits.
and a 19 on the other attack. So that is 4 force damage and 12 force damage.
Well done.
Well done. It wibbles and it wobbles, but it don't fall down. Anything else on your turn?
I'm all out of actions. I move back to the doorway 5 feet, and I'm done.
More. Right. Doliris, there's a goblin splayed out before you. There's a chinchilla in your arms. There is the sound of battles occurring outside. What do you do? The fog being dissipated. He's like looking with like almost like crying eyes at this point. He's just like, oh no.
I'm actually going to take... Rainian clearly has things well in hand here. I actually want to go into the throne room and try to search around because I'm guessing we don't have a whole lot of time on our hands now that there's lightning being called down. So I want to try to see if I can find whatever he was referring to as like the real treasure, whatever. I know you're going to sigh at me, Rainian, but you know we don't have time anymore.
Make an investigation check.
My blade's at his neck. I'm kind of like, eh.
Investigation. 20.
With your 20,
Hey,
while there is treasure in the room, that some of it seems to be of extremely fine make, possibly magical. There is a single object that I need you to make a religion check on.
Ooh, I am theoretically good at that.
say what?
8. It was a 19 before the die tipped over, but now it's an 8.
An 8 with advantage?
Oh, I get advantage.
As
All
a-
right. Ah, that's much better. 21.
21. So there is a necklace. On the necklace, there are various bone carvings. There's teeth. The chain itself seems to be made of a ghastly metal, hard to recognize. Might even be what some would refer to as a space rock, something that has fallen from the sky. And then there are 2 horned jewels on it. There is very fine painting on it, and you think there's something reminiscent of words you've heard Bope speak when he casts spells, something along that line of these arcane words. And what you have found is a lich's phylactery being held in this goblin stronghold.
Okay.
Hide it from both.
There is a letter near this that was out. Sarvin, take great care with the enclosed phylactery. I need not explain to you what the Ghost Lord would do if he knew where I had sent this little bauble for safekeeping. Hide it somewhere safe. Perhaps it could be trusted to your dragon friend's keeping. Keep it hidden until Brindle is taken. Should it fall into the hands of someone who could return it to its owner, the consequences for our effort would be dire indeed. Signed, Ulwai.
Is this the Ghost Princess's phylactery?
Ghost Lord.
It's not the Ghost Princesses. This is the Ghost Lords.
This is a different lich.
Remember the like undead in the swamp, the spirit folk that off the map earlier? It's probably related to that.
This is probably okay to touch, right?
Sure.
Yes.
Probably fine.
That's fine.
Same stats as the One Ring. Make a wisdom save. No.
I mean, I'm also theoretically good at that, but we know my history with saves.
Only Tobias is pure of heart enough to carry it to Mordor to cast it into the.
I mean, yes, you're right about that. You know, until he gets hungry.
Does that make the other one Sam?
Deep skin.
Yes.
Which is also accurate. Okay, so chinchilla in one arm. I'm gonna get like a cloth, something to cover my hand, and pick it up and tuck it away
You
so my
have it.
skin never touches it.
You've got an IOU in your pocket. You can cover it.
And then, since Renion's not looking, I shovel some expensive-looking things also into my clothing.
Were the magical ones?
A fistful of platinum. You'll have an opportunity to go through the other equipment soon. Enough. Renian, you're up. You have a goblin splayed out. His leg's not detached, but he's definitely taken a beating, and he's just like groaning. Ugh.
Well, I will at least tourniquet him.
He appreciates it. It's one of those things like Inigo Montoya. He like tells you the story of how his father was slain by a 6-fingered hobgoblin, and he only works for the Red Hand to pay the bills.
Well, we told you to stay still. You tried silly things. You win silly prizes. It's the breaks.
He's like, it's just my makeup, you know. It's just I feel.
I'm not evil. I'm just role-played that way.
Yeah, and so yeah, he's giving you no trouble. Top of initiative. Does Big Bad have his breath weapon? Oh yes, he does. Bum, bum, bum.
That's rough.
So, he moves back
Wait.
and
Who's back?
well, so the thing with him is he doesn't provoke
Oh,
opportunity
right.
attacks.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, he's a son of a bitch, as they call them technically.
Technically speaking.
In fact, yeah, he floats up, and then he fires. He's still not going to be able to hit Eldon, though. He's only going to be able to hit your hobgoblins. And I need all of you to make a con save.
Don't know if it matters for me, but we'll do it anyway.
Uh-oh.
13? Wait, no, I have a +4. 14.
14 meets beats. You're gonna take half of 31.
Hey, are undead?
I'm down to one.
Are undead immune to poison?
They
I
might
think they
be.
are.
Yeah.
They don't take any. So you'll take half of 31. So
I had
15.
16 hit points, so down to one.
Eldon, you better heal him.
I can do that. I can do a little
I
bit
mean,
of that.
the healing
Oh, you're up.
does not get me out of death's door. Okay, I am going to first inform my lovely assistants to sick 'em, boys.
They will not be able to reach him as he is airborne.
Okay, how high is he?
One, they will go. He is, let's say, 15 feet. First, they'd go into the water and sink.
Okay, I didn't know if a hobgoblin on a hobgoblin's shoulders could then reach.
They have
Only if they're wearing a
massive
trench
big
coat.
jump.
Only two
Do
hobgoblins
it.
and a
Make
trench
an
coat.
athletics check.
Okay,
Because they have enough mass if they jump to catch on.
I rolled an 18. I'm looking
Good
at
enough.
the stats. It's a +1.
Dun 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 dun. You catch on. Make an attack.
All right,
It's 28 weeks later. What is this?
Revolutionizing.
21 to hit.
This is the Hobgoblin Royal Rumble. 21 hits, roll damage.
Yeah.
Zombies
they
are
get-
the real MVP
Jeez,
here.
I'm rolling so well. I rolled a 6. That is +1 +3, so 10.
This guy's a
Jeez.
keeper.
All right.
You better
Maybe
name
they're
me.
should
shaking
raise
and fight.
these
The
guys.
rage-
I can just see them, right? It's like dun dun dun, and then they just jump, and it's just like.
This is great. Eldon, you're up.
Oh, I
Resident
still
Evil.
get my
Oh, yeah.
It's
Yes.
not that good. It's not that good. It's,
Well, think about it, and I'll tell you this: that razor fiend.
Is it looking like
Really?
more magic missiles?
really.
Little
Well,
rough around the edges, huh?
In that case, we're
Got
gonna do
anything
magic
bigger than that?
missiles at level 2.
Ooh.
Oh boy.
The fourth missile.
The
The
fourth.
4th missile. That's
Magic
that's-
missile level 2. The fourth missile.
I mean, it's that or Scorching Ray. And I feel like 3 Scorching Rays, if they all hit, would probably deal more damage, even at resistance, but they're not all gonna hit, so. 4, 3, 4, 3. That is 14 plus 4. 18.
Describe
That's a
how the
big
razor
magic
fiend
missile.
falls from the sky.
So I take out my 3 green acorns, and then I hesitate and pull out a 4th. And just skip them across the water. They ricochet off an egg and fly straight up, and it's just straight across the chest. Little sputters of green nature-based magic.
Script says Bope gets another shot. It's like Robin Hood Minotaur. the
Gets another
Patriot.
shot.
He gets another shot. And, yeah, and I want you to know that 4th missile's the one that made the difference and put it down. So, clutch play.
I
The
needed
razor
that.
fiend falls into the water. The zombies crawl on top and start tearing into its scales and its flesh. Eldon, your lightning, which hits eggs, would destroy it for the final batch of damage. And we are now at the point where we are out of combat and you have taken hold of the keep. Dolores has found an item of great value and worth, where perhaps the 4th army, an undead army, has joined the fray due to a black-mailed lich whose phylactery is held ransom by the Red Hand army.
Player has joined.
But, yes, you are free to search the horde, and if you search the horde, we're going to roll on some tables.
Oh
because
boy.
that's-
We
Yeah.
will search the horde, but we also need to deal with the chinchilla at the end.
At the
have
end.
the carpet,
At the
just fly him
400
up,
yes,
and then
yes.
drop
please,
him like
please.
nobody needs
we
to.
Cannot, we
be on top
cannot
of
deal
it.
with this. This is a free fall situation. I
Yeah.
would-
Search like nobody's ever searched before.
I would, I
Well,
would
we
like
let
to
him
fly
free
the
fall.
chinchilla.
We let him free fall, and then we're there where he lands.
I like the idea of dropping him in the middle of the lizards, and Okay, no. Since clearly I am of some acumen when speaking with lizard folk somehow, I'm gonna ride the carpet with the chinchilla. We're gonna ride up above the lizard folk. We're gonna drop the chinchilla. Splat, dragon, viscera. Then I fly down and I make a, cool speech and whatever and, psych out the lizard folk and show them the error of their ways and welcome them into the shadowy arms of tomorrow.
There's at least
The
one.
Or,
Shadow-
they can go
the
back to their
shadowy-
ancestors. That's probably the better thing.
The shadowy arm.
After we search the horde, though.
Yes.
And
Well,
also-
I don't know how much time we've got left on this chinchilla thing.
That was only
Just
like
enough.
rounds of
Time.
combat.
That
You
was
probably
literally
got a good
50
55 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
Okay. Then we can search
a
first.
fair amount of time.
Okay.
All
It was a
right.
brief discussion, a quick fight.
Let's talk about the
We're
horde.
back. Yeah.
So
now that the mission's done, Renyan's not as apprehensive as before.
all right. So in the throne room outside of Delirius's secret, they have found the following items. I assume, and I know we might not have all the spell slots. Someone here has identify.
I could do it ritually.
Okay.
Yeah.
On every piece, and that'll take it up to an hour. No,
maybe
We'll
some
handle
of that
it.
for later.
Well, if we need to be discerning, I can just ritually cast detect magic and then say we need that, and that.
There are, so you find a Horn of Fog. It has 3 charges, and one will recharge at dawn at least. And you can use it to cast Fog Cloud as an action by blowing the Horn of Fog.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
Self-explanatory.
That's nice.
You also find a suit of full plate mail.
Ooh,
Full
Renion's
plate.
gonna get that.
Then
I need some whenever I walk by the store.
there is a mace with an exceptionally fine hilt. You can see etchings on it that appear to be ancient Elvish in origin,
Ooh.
and it the silver base is a +1 mace. And that's as far as his personal keepsakes and effects. Let's talk about this dragon's horde. And so we're gonna have some fun rolling on some tables, and I think it's actually fun to do this as part of the group because we might have some luck come our way. So first things first, I need someone to roll 66.
Hell.
I don't think I should roll any of these dice.
Just
I'm
roll.
rolling really
Maybe
well, so my
maybe
luck is
we
done.
all roll one.
Ooh.
All right.
Yeah, that sounds good.
I got a 3.
Ooh,
1,
4.
8 total.
So you rolled an 8 total?
Yeah.
3, 4, 1, 1, 9. Jeff, would you roll?
Why are y'all
6.
making this hard? Your team players!
15. I'm gonna go ahead and roll one more.
Do it.
Yeah.
18 total.
Yeah.
66, 18 total.
No, Rav. Not terrible. Could be
So you got 1,800 copper pieces. Those will come in handy. Now 3d6. Actually, yeah, 3d6.
All right, I got this.
Go, Tom.
That is a 8.
You got 8,000 silver pieces.
Woohoo!
You find a money
Wow.
changer. Now 66.
I got
Someone
it.
else?
I got it.
Go, Renion. Do 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 do.
Math is hard, okay? A 23.
Ooh,
Ooh.
that's good.
All right, you got 2,300 gold pieces.
Nice.
Mhm.
Now we need to roll 2d6.
Oh boy.
Clinton.
Yeah, doing it. 5.
5. You find 50 platinum pieces. Next, someone needs to do percentile dice. We need 2d10, one's high, one's low.
Oh, I'll do that.
Go for it, Delirious.
94.
That is very high for this table, Delirious. You find 5 luxurious art pieces. These are paintings, precious goblets, jewels that are valued at 250 gold pieces each. So that's another, you'll have to find your art fence to get it out. And then,
Like, that's
I need-
hard.
We have an art fence. He's right there.
Yeah.
He's a
Stargate.
fence
1d4.
fence.
1d4? Oh,
Yes.
I'll roll
Golden?
that. Yeah. 3.
You're going to get 3 magic items off of magic item table F. So,
Wow.
someone roll another percentile dice. This is going to
got
be terrifying.
I got this one.
Go for it.
That is a 30.
You don't get the pipes of haunting, which is just what Quentin needs. You get a brooch of shielding,
Not bad.
resistance to force damage, and immunity to damage from magic missiles.
Aww.
All right, another D100
I got it.
or percentile.
84.
84, a helm of telepathy.
Ooh.
Wearing this helm, you can use an action to cast the detect thought spell.
Quentin's totally taking that.
That is pretty awesome.
I don't know if we want him to take that, though.
Yeah.
While focusing on a creature with detect thoughts, you could use an action to cast the suggestion spell.
Yep, totally Quentin.
Oh, yeah.
But you must use this. You can't use this against the party,
Have you
Quentin.
met Quentin?
Hey,
One
I'm
more.
a team player.
I want to do it.
Especially
D100.
when you make us your team.
This table's bringing back memories
51.
like the ever-smoking bottle. I remember when the ever-smoking bottle came in handy once. 51.
51.
So, a staff of the adder.
Ooh. Neat.
Use a bonus action to speak the staff's command word and make the head of the staff become that of an animate poisonous snake for 1 minute.
Ooh.
That sounds like Eldon
You
to
can use a
me.
melee attack with a snake head.
That's kind of cool.
Can you then shillelagh it?
I maybe.
We can talk about that later.
You must science this.
Yeah.
So it both hits with the shillelagh damage and
And it
Has
bites
its
you?
bite and does the poison damage. Druid smite. Serpent smite. All right.
Oh God, all this
I like-
money we got.
So you got a load of treasure. You've got a load of magic items. You have Wormlord Sarvith at your mercy. He's still there. And you have a dragon and chinchilla form to take care of.
Hey, what was the studded leather? Was that, you said it was magical for?
Oh yeah.
It's
His armor.
black scale studded leather, +1 to AC and resistance against acid damage.
Ooh.
I was going to ask about his scimitar. Was that magical?
And the bow
No.
looked
No?
badass.
Okay.
just curious.
All of his weapons look cool, but they didn't. They were not magical.
If it looks cool, I might still take it. Like, just cuz. I can use scimitars. That's a druid thing.
Yeah.
Oh. Was there anything valuable in the library?
Oh, that was underwater.
Yes, there's yet another vegan guide to cooking.
Oh, good. I can replace
The library
one.
was completely ruined, unfortunately, from years of being in the horrible, humid
Aw.
environment.
Found volume 3.
Volume 3.
At this point, I need to know, are you going to make your escape? Are you going to drop Regiax?
Well, I mean, I think a good plan. How long did that take us? How much time do we have?
To do that inventory and figure everything out, we'd say about 30 minutes. You got about 25 minutes.
So let's fly 20 minutes somewhere dry that, he's not going to just soft land into, something that's hard packed that's actually going to, whack. And then somebody goes up, does it, and the rest of it just stand around waiting for him to land and then finish him off if he's not.
Either near on the ground to
Yeah.
strike him.
Say a few words.
You don't want to drop him into a crowd of lizard folk?
As much as that would be cool, let's just take his head afterwards.
And then we can drop the head into the crowd of lizard folk.
I like how you think.
Yeah.
Let's just.
Can I
please
volunteer
don't
to
forget.
wild shape and fly for the first time to fly him up?
That seems fair.
Please,
Go
nobody
for it, buddy.
forget
You've earned it.
the mage that's out there still that can fly.
They're
Yeah, that's why
no,
we're not doing it here.
Yeah, we're gonna fly 25
Yeah.
minutes towards dry land.
20 minutes ish, just
Yeah.
so I can get a good.
Yeah.
Good arc.
As you finish in the throne room, counting the treasure, the doors do come open. There is a large hobgoblin hunched over. This isn't a whole group. He is garbed differently than the others. He's wearing an elaborate orange robe. He has a red hand kind of sprawled across the front. He has a menacing, stinkety eye patch, and one of his eyes is wandering. He also has Snaggly Tooth, and he has a group of ogres behind him.
Wait, he's wearing an eye patch and one of his eyes is wandering.
Yeah, it's very hard to
He has, yeah, he's got some
That's
vision.
like, I don't know where he's looking. Is he looking at me? I don't.
Sorry.
You should see the other eye.
You should, yeah. And so this
Pack of
individual,
ogres. Got it.
he opens. He's like, "Oh, it appears that the throne room is occupied. Perhaps we do not stay here for the day. Laughter? Who laughs? Has someone said a funny joke?
Did you reserve it? Did you check outside the room?
I had come to seek Sarfin. I wanted to show him that we slayed the rebellion." And he drops the head of Rasputin.
We should
And
get
with
on the
that-
carpet and fly.
I think as good a time as any to call it for the night and leave on that cliffhanger as Narkleneck, the rival of Sarvith, has returned to the throne room. Dun, 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 dun. So, hey, that was a lot of fun, wasn't it? With a whole heap of combat tonight.
Love the
Jeez.
combat.
That was amazing.
You got to use all of your toys. And
Oh my god.
All the spell slots.
it was a lot of fun to watch that. And it's not like you came into it super fresh. You were under the gun. You had to use your inspiration and auto successes. And then it's funny, too, because those that are currently running the Sunken City of Rest are kind of not happy with their positions. And now they are seriously not happy with their positions. One is a dragon that is potentially going to be dropped from the sky till it falls and finds itself dead because he doesn't have a full stack of hit points when he hits the ground.
I got
And
some
then-
solid hits in.
He's poor Sarvith is like, well, at least he tourniqueted my leg, and I sure hope Narkleneck's not on the other side of this wall to humiliate me further.
Everybody's having a bad day.
So, Corey, why don't you take it away and let us know how folks can subscribe to our YouTube channel?
Oh man, please. I didn't realize that was me. Okay.
Nobody did. Nobody expects the Recruitment Inquisition.
Please don't forget to subscribe to the Games Tavern YouTube channel. Likes and comments on the videos help us get to know you, and it helps, get the word out about the show. We appreciate that. Subscribing is free and helps you not miss any of the action and access to additional content that we produce.
And also a big thanks to tabletopaudio.com for providing music, ambiance, and sound effects for the Games Tavern live play shows. You can use Tabletop Audio in your own campaigns by going to tabletopaudio.com and choosing from over 240 music and ambiance tracks. Or if you need something custom, check out their sound pad and options to create your own custom sound pad. We think so highly of tabletopaudio.com. We are supporters, and you should support them as well. I think, and say goodnight, everyone.
Good night.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone.
My friends, the